This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Hey, it's Fourier. As we gear up for air conditioning season, beat the rush by contacting McFarland Energy today to upgrade your AC system. Thinking about ductless for that 3-season room? They've got you covered. And mention WEEI to save $500 on any AC install. North Shore, Greater Boston to the Cape. Homeowners trust McFarland for top-notch home heating oil delivery and HVAC services. Learn more at McFarlandEnergy.com and be sure to ask about BioHeat, a much cleaner alternative.
I'm John Morgan. When you call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, your very own army springs into action immediately, 24/7. Our investigators, legal staff, and over 900 lawyers work together to fight to get you the best result as quickly and easily as possible. Insurance companies know who we are, and now you know it too. This firm was built for greatness. This firm was built for you. Injured? Call your army. We're ready to roll. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting
5% a year on your wireless bill versus the big three carriers. And, well, that's true. Plus, you can get 2 unlimited lines for just $30 each a month. And one more thing, it's all on the most reliable 5G mobile network nationwide. Comcast Business Mobile makes all the business sense in the world. Quality, convenience, and savings you could put right back in your pocket. Wireless that works for you. With Comcast Business Mobile, it's not just possible, it's happening. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Ask how you can save up to $830 off an eligible 5G phone with qualifying trade-in when you switch to Comcast Business Mobile. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today.
Restrictions apply. Comcast Business Internet and unlimited intro service required. Pricing subject to change. Taxes and fees extra. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage. Data thresholds may vary. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the highest root metrics 5G reliability rankings in 2H23. Wi-Fi not tested.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry, who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Some say Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer, but I say this is. Lighting up Kingsford Original Charcoal on the grill with family and friends is a summer ritual, and there's no better time than Memorial Day weekend. Whether it's burgers, veggies, or some chicken drumsticks, Kingsford Original gives you that authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor that means summer is finally here.
So good.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. From brakes to exhaust kits and beyond, eBay Motors has over 122 million parts to keep your ride or die alive. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to bring home that big win. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs. Some even same day. And now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Offer ends 6/1. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, your local print and marketing expert.
It's Window Nation's semi-annual sale, and it's a big deal. Right now, get 50% off all windows, along with no interest for 5 years, plus bonus savings when you schedule a consultation today. If your windows leak, get foggy or hot, or you're paying high utility bills, that's a big deal. With Window Nation's semi-annual sale, you can replace your windows and save a big deal, too. Schedule a no-obligation in-home estimate now. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
40% of the male population is considered big and tall. 40%. Now imagine there was a place where those 40% could buy clothes that, wait for it, fit them. Crazy, right? At DXL, we make clothes for the big and tall man that fit. DXL. Wear what you want.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Brewers playing the first of 3 from Fenway Park tonight. And before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. It is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years straight, and official truck of your Boston Red Sox.
Back home, Fenway Park, feels like summer. The Brewers are here, and so is Alex Cora. Alex, day off, reset. We'll talk Celtics in a minute, but your club, it was so fun to watch them, the way that they won that series. Another comeback win, something your club has not done a whole lot of. You had to be really happy with the way they fought all week.
Yeah, they did a good job. I think we've been playing okay for the last 2 weeks. Just happens, sometimes you lose games, right? That series against Tampa, here, we lost 3 out of 4, 2 extra inning games, close games, and sometimes you're going to win those, and sometimes you won't. But overall, in the road trip, we did a good job. A few bad innings in St. Louis, but overall, the effort was great. We put good at bats. We start hitting with men in scoring position. We start putting the ball in play with men in scoring position, and we were able to finish strong.
Do you think it takes a young team? Because you and I have talked about the benefits of a young team. They don't kind of know how hard the season can be. Does it take a young team a little while to learn that sort of stuff about how to come back and fight late in games?
No, I think it's just a matter of, just keep going, right? Like we go back to the Atlanta game and Duvey makes a great play in left center. If not, it's a comeback win, right? And that's the beauty of 162. That's the beauty of this game. Like on a nightly basis, we might have a script, but it's not a game that is scripted. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Sometimes you hit the ball out of the ballpark to win games, and then you hit a bloop and another bloop, Dom and ref, and you score runs, and you score from second a few times, you hustle, and then you win ball games. And it's a good the feeling good part of it is important. And as a group, we felt really good in Tampa. Hopefully we were able to reset physically yesterday and come here and understanding what we need to do at Fenway Park, have a great Friday night.
Feels like we talk about Jarren Duran every day, but he forces us to, because he's just doing things in every way to impact games and win games. And he just, to me anyway, Alex, exudes this new kind of confidence and maturity about being a real leader on this team. Don't you think that series in Tampa was yet another kind of example of that?
Yeah, I mean, he's run the bat well against them. And, adjustments, right? This is a game of adjustments, and all of a sudden he has the leg kick right, and he's staying on pitches. He's been able to drive it to left center, left field. He's playing great defense. Obviously, the aggressiveness, running the bases. And like I said, this game changed last year with the rules, right? And, and he's kind of like the guy, the poster child that, represents what MLB wants. Dynamic guys that can impact the game in 3 facets of the game: running the bases, hitting the ball out of the ballpark offensively, and playing great defense. And so far, he's been amazing.
Look out on the field. Tristan Casas has a uniform on. He's playing catch for the first time. To me, it's cool to just see him around. I mean, he's been around, but to see him moving, doing baseball stuff, can't he give your club just being here a lift?
Yeah, he's a smart individual, and he helps the others, with game planning, adjustments throughout the games. And I bet people watching and taking ground balls in a little bit, they're going to be like, whoa, this is moving fast. So from my end, I cannot get too excited, right? I got to be patient, and whenever he's ready, but it's good that he's progressing.
Bello, I thought sort of similar to Criswell. I mean, the story is the offense getting these hits and you come back in the game, but that's not possible if your starter doesn't settle down in the game. It looked like one of those spots, like the start prior with Brian, where it was kind of getting to him a little bit. Were there any conversations, and what did you think of his ability to settle in?
He did a good job. He found the changeup after the 3rd inning, I think it was, and as you know, if he doesn't have the changeup, it's tough. It's tough. Sinker, slider. it's not going to cut it. So he got some swing and misses, induced to some weak contact, got some quick outs right around the 5th inning. That gave him a chance to go back and get 3 more. And, it was a good professional, quote-unquote, start.
The Brewers come to town, and they're going to go kind of matchups to start the game. You obviously are pretty left-handed heavy at the top, so they're going to play matchups early. Does that impact the way you manage the game at all?
We thought about it, but no. We're going to roll the same lineup we had on our way back from Tampa 2 days ago. It's hard to kind of manage to the opposition, not playing Willie because they open a lefty. It doesn't make sense, right? So just go with the flow. They still have to manage the last 3 innings of the game, right? And sometimes you have to be patient early on. So when you have a chance to maximize an at-bat, a spot, we'll do it.
We talked about the young team, and what's been cool lately is that they play a mature style. Although the other night, against Tampa Bay, you don't get a runner to third in a spot you probably can. Maybe a throw goes to third that should have gone to second. But it has to make you happy that those now kind of stand out in games rather than the way they didn't earlier.
Yeah, decision-making is something that we wanted to get better. We talk about it in the off-season and in spring training, and so far we've been solid. We've been better. And we got a lot of moving parts. Sadan, he plays center, short, third in one game, and for them to make good decisions, they have to be locked in. I think that really benefits them, because you move around, you don't have time to be thinking about your at-bat. You have to be in the present and, given credit, they've been solid.
I've said on the broadcast that I kind of have to give Sadan a pass every once in a while at shortstop when he's coming in off the outfield. Don't you think that's true, where it's much easier anyway for me to just, in the outfield, he just lets his athleticism go. In the infield, you're in the spotlight, you're the captain of the whole thing. When he transitions back in, do you tend to try to be a little more patient with him there?
No, I'm patient anyways, because I know throughout his minor league career, he didn't get too many repetitions, and he's getting all this at the big league level, right?
In the same game.
Yeah, but he's been good. He's been solid. We put him at third base a week ago, and he made a great play at third, and he doesn't panic. The offensive part of it is still a work in progress, but you see flashes, especially with men in scoring position, men at third with less than 2 outs. So we got to continue to preach our principles, and hopefully he takes off, and if he does, it'll be fun.
2 more. Sherwin-Williams fan question of the week from Jared Lezot in Sherwin-Williams in Reading, Mass. Kind of a big picture question, Alex. He says, being such an integral part of a historic franchise like the Red Sox, playing at a ballpark like Fenway Park, you're going to feel that here on a warm Friday night. What does it mean to be such a big part of a franchise like this?
Oh, man, it's great. The way I can explain it is, you see me where I was sitting last night at the Celtic game.
We did.
It only happens here, and I was actually enjoying the moment, because you got the kids, you got Angelica, and the way they treat us here is second to none. Troop, they text me yesterday, hey, we got better seats. I'm like, better seats? Where I'm gonna be with Joe in the bench? And basically, I was across the other side, and this place is amazing. It's fun. We need to make it better for the fans, with us playing better baseball in between the lines. But it's a special place. We come here, we don't take it for granted, and we enjoy Fenway Park.
What did Zunder and Eastunder think of Tatum and Brown?
They like him. It was a good game overall, I think, and it's funny because you start thinking about your kids, and that's their first game, and they were so into it. But there's a lot that goes on in an NBA game, man. Music, cheerleaders, lucky, popcorn, cotton candy, man. They had a blast. But I'm glad that they were part of it, and now they're locked in with the Celtics.
And last quick report, you got the news on the Brewers. You guys spent the off day, I'm sure, grinding on them. Are there a couple things that stand out that Milwaukee does?
Yeah, they're a good team overall. Their bullpen is a solid one. Their catcher is one of the best in the business. Yelich seems like he's back. Expect the unexpected. They're going to be aggressive running the bases, but they're going to be efficient. We're just going to make sure we stay the course, put pressure on their defense, and hopefully if we do that, we can win the series.
We appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Will.
All right, there you go. The manager, Alex Cora. The Sherwin-Williams question of the week is brought to you by Sherwin-Williams. Got paint questions? Ask Sherwin-Williams. And ask Sherwin-Williams how to bring color to your life. Time now to see who's in the hot tub. The injury update is presented by New England Spas. Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, swim spa, sauna, or cold plunge from New England Spas, the home relaxation specialist. Visit New England Spas in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, or soon in Warwick. Online at nespas.com. Brian Mata, who's dealing with a hamstring injury, was pulled off of his minor league rehab assignment today due to a shoulder and lat soreness. He is traveling back to Boston to be reevaluated. All right, we'll give you the Red Sox starting lineup and a look around the Major League scoreboard coming up next on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, baseball fans. We know this is your favorite season of the year. And now you can keep that walk-off home run feeling alive with a fresh coat of paint. Ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make every day feel like game day with over 1,500 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams paint store today.
Let love bloom in a brand new 2024 Subaru Outback with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Buy with 1.9% financing or lease for just $305 per month. All things grow with love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Hey Sox fans, take your game day experience to the next level. Whether a pretzel dog or sandwich, top them with Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox. Pick up Mike's Amazing at Stop & Shop and bring the Fenway experience home. Mike's Amazing. When it's on, it's on.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save, because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
At T-Mobile, you can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, switch and keep your phone. We'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
Summer weekends are here, and it's time to celebrate with an unbelievable deal at the 99 Restaurant. Head to the Nines this Friday through Monday and kick off the summer with $19.99 colossal or hot buttered lobster rolls available this weekend only. You're gonna love the Nines.
You're probably not easily persuaded to switch mobile providers for your business, but what if we told you it's possible that Comcast Business Mobile can save you up to 75% a year on your wireless bill versus the big three carriers? And well, that's true. Plus, you can get 2 unlimited lines for just $30 each a month. And one more thing, it's all on the most reliable 5G mobile network nationwide. Comcast Business Mobile makes all the business sense in the world. Quality, convenience, and savings you could put right back in your pocket. Wireless that works for you. With Comcast Business Mobile, it's not just possible, it's happening. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Ask how you can save up to $830 off an eligible 5G phone with qualifying trade-in when you switch to Comcast Business Mobile. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today.
Restrictions apply. Comcast Business Internet and unlimited intro service required. Pricing subject to change. Taxes and fees extra. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage. Data thresholds may vary. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the highest root metrics 5G reliability rankings in 2H23. Wi-Fi not tested.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry, who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states, your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Some say Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer, but I say this is. Lighting up Kingsford Original Charcoal on the grill with family and friends is a summer ritual, and there's no better time than Memorial Day weekend. Whether it's burgers, veggies, or some chicken drumsticks, Kingsford Original gives you that authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor that means summer is finally here.
So good.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Brewers playing the first of 3 from Fenway Park tonight. Kutter Crawford on the mound for the Sox opposite Bryse Wilson for the Brewers. He's going to face a Red Sox lineup that is brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Jaron Duran, once again, in the leadoff spot. He'll be in left field tonight. Wilyer Abreu, who homered on Wednesday, is in right field batting second. Connor Wong is the catcher batting third. Rafael Devers at third will back cleanup. Tyler O'Neill is the DH tonight batting fifth. Dominic Smith at first base bats sixth. Vaughn Grissom's the second baseman batting seventh. David Hamilton gets another start at shortstop. He'll hit eighth. And Cedon Rafaela is in center field batting ninth. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Braves and Pirates are scoreless in the bottom of the first. Blue Jays and Tigers have no score, bottom one. The Seattle Mariners with an early 1-0 lead on the Nationals in the first, and the Rays are just underway with the Royals down at Tropicana Field. Rest of the action all later tonight, including James Paxton and his 5-0 record for the Dodgers going up against the Cincinnati Reds. The Mets are home to the Giants. Orioles taking on the White Sox. Former Brewers ace Corbin Burns gets the start for Baltimore. He's 4-2 with a 2.56 ERA with his new team. Rangers and Twins from Minnesota. The Cubs and Cardinals in St. Louis. And Shota Imanaga getting the start for the Cubs. There was a great story written about him today about how guys he has faced don't think he's very good. They just can't hit him. And so he has a .84 ERA, which is the best in the majors. He also has a perfect 5-0 record in his first year in the majors as he is dealing for the Cubs. Phillies and Rockies from Colorado. Philly out to a 37-14 start to the year. One of the best starts through 50 games. In fact, the best start since the 2001 Seattle Mariners. Angels are home to the Guardians tonight. The Astros are taking on the A's. Justin Verlander getting the start for Houston. He's 2-2 this year. They have 3.97 ERA. Zach Gallen and the Diamondbacks host the Marlins. And the late game tonight, the New York Yankees on the road taking on the Padres. It'll be Carlos Rodon versus Yu Darvish. Darvish out to a great start to the year for San Diego, 4-1 with a 2.08 ERA. All right, before we pass things off to Fenway Park, let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, it's Red Sox and Brewers here coming up. Sox trying to make it 5 straight wins tonight as they send Kutter Crawford and his 2.17 ERA mound. That'll do it for us. For our producer, Stiz, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Will Fleming and Tyler Murray of the call of Red Sox and Brewers coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Diabetes can put you in a slump,
but your Libre or Dexcom continuous glucose monitor can keep you from striking out and missing the action. Let Eastern Diabetic help you touch them all and send you all your diabetic supplies. Their wicked smart team will make sure you never have a rain delay when it comes to receiving your diabetes supplies. And they do all the paperwork. Get your diabetic supplies today by calling 857-400-0044 or easterndiabetic.com.
Are you ready to escape the ordinary and dive into something extraordinary? Welcome to the United States Virgin Islands, where every moment is naturally in rhythm. Whether you're exploring the historic sites in St. Thomas, snorkeling in the crystal clear waters of St. John, or lounging on the pristine beaches of St. Croix, you'll find yourself swept away by the rhythm of our islands. So why wait? Start planning your escape today and visit usvi.com. The United States Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Lowe's knows every project starts with the right tools and equipment. And during Craftsman Days, you can save big on what you need from a brand you trust. Get a free Select V20 tool when you buy a Select battery 2-pack. Plus, save $50 on a V20 string trimmer and leaf blower combo kit. Now only $99. Because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 5/29 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
With Wendy's new $3 English muffin deal, you can get your choice of a sausage or bacon, egg, and cheese English muffin with small seasoned potatoes.
And with all that for just $3, it really is a proper breakfast, wouldn't you say? Huh? With a light and fluffy toasted English muffin and crispy seasoned potatoes. Go on, Catherine, give it a go.
Okay. Jolly good morning.
Ah, close love. Grab a proper breakfast with Wendy's new $3 English muffin deal for a limited time.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Select a request English muffin deal to obtain discount. Not valid for a la carte or combo orders. Single item at a regular price. Prices are higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Mom, I got the job in Manhattan.
Do you have a warm enough winter coat? What about your car?
I'm selling it with Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer.
How?
I enter my license plate number, miles, condition, upload photos, and boom, an official cash offer from a local dealership.
A cash offer instantly? Oh, did you call Aunt Stella? She's right there in Massachusetts.
Mom, I literally just got the job.
Not everything is as simple as selling your car with Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer. Price it, fix it, trade it, sell it, KBB.com it.
Summer's here, and so are the deals at Target's Hello Summer Sale.
Let's go.
Get ready for perfect patio days with up to 30% off outdoor furniture, rugs, and decor. Banana splits for dinner? Yes, please.
I love it.
Select favorite day ice cream, toppings, and treats are 20% off. And road trip ready summer style is easy to pack with 30% off select swimsuits, tees, and sandals for the whole family. Target's Hello Summer Sale ends Monday. Restrictions apply.
I love it.
This is.
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market. Perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. Arbella. Here for baseball fans. Here for good. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors. Visit www.azekexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing. The official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's gone!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front seats.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Hire Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Cars for kids. Old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS today. Northern Bank. New England Ford. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Looking up. Grand slam.
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Swinging a drive to left field. There are a couple runs. Way gone.
Subaru of New England. Love spring in the all-wheel drive 2024 Subaru Forester. Verizon, the network Boston relies on.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Tyler Murray.
On a hot and summery night, the Boston Red Sox are back at Fenway Park, where tonight they begin a 3-game series with the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. The Sox coming off a 3-game sweep in Tampa Bay. They come in 2 games above 500. Meantime, the Brewers' red-hot start to the season surged ahead in the NL Central. This is the third and final leg of a 3-way road trip for the Brewers, and they've dropped the first 2 series of the 3. The Red Sox will have Kutter Crawford, one of the best pitchers so far in the American League, on the mound, and the Brewers will counter with an opener, Jared Koenig, who will look to try to get through Rafi Devers. The Red Sox will have 3 of their first 4 hitters batting from the left side. Along with Tyler Murray, Will Fleming welcoming you to the broadcast booth. We'll have the national anthem in here in just a moment, but Tyler, just around the corner from your alma mater, welcome to Fenway Park.
Thanks very much, Will. It was wild to be Thanks very much, Will. It was wild to be walking back through my old campus here to Fenway Park and to be with you, man. You are the best host in baseball, so thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So the Red Sox will come out of the first base dugout, the Brewers out of the third, and now the national anthem brought to you by Build Submarine. How about Zama? I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that is the most beautiful rendition thus far this season of our national anthem. Well, Fenway is at its finest tonight. It is hot, it is summery, it is filling in, and the Red Sox ready to welcome the Milwaukee Brewers. Tyler, the pitching has been the story for the Sox to begin this season, but in the 3-game sweep against the Tampa Bay Rays, the young hitters, sort of led by Jarren Duran, coming off the hot streak from Rafi Devers, the offense was the story to secure that 3-game sweep, and you hope that continues here against the Brewers.
And you love to see during this 4-game winning streak, the run production's coming from just about everywhere. It's Wilyer Abreu with a team-high 5 runs batted in during this 4-game stretch, but Rafi Devers, Dominic Smith, 4 RBIs apiece, and then Jarren Duran and Cedar Rafaela, they each drove in 3 runs during the 4-game streak. So yes, the headline was the 6-game homer streak for Rafi Devers, but it's not like he's putting the entire team on his back. You're getting 1 through 9, a lot of contributions, and you got to have confidence in a team that's averaging 7+ runs a game during the last 4 behind Kutter Crawford.
Alex Cora told me there was no consideration at all to altering the starting lineup. That's how good Wilyer's been, even with Pat Murphy, the new Brewer manager, who brings the lineup card out, putting the lefty Koenig on to open it. By the way, that national anthem by Zama, brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com. You'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one. Kyle Hudson has brought the card out for the last 4 games, all wins, so superstition prevails here tonight at Fenway Park. And Tyler, how about tonight's starting lineups?
Sure, it is time for the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. So let's meet tonight's players. First for the Milwaukee Brewers with their first-year manager, Pat Murphy. Of course, Craig Counsell leaving for Chicago, and the Cubs giving him a record 5-year, $40 million contract. The Brewers, the NL Central leaders, 28-21. Bryce Terang will lead off. He's the second baseman, followed by William Contreras, the catcher, who might just be the best backstop in baseball right now. Christian Yelich is the designated hitter, still getting back into a rhythm after missing 20 games with a back strain. He'll hit third. Willie Adames cleans up and plays shortstop. Then you got Jake Bowers, who's having a nice month. He's the first baseman, batting fifth. Joey Ortiz, who came over in the Corbin Burns trade, he's the third baseman, and he will bat sixth. Then the local kid. What a weekend it's going to be for Sal Frelick from Lexington, Massachusetts. He's the right fielder and batting 7th. Then one of the top prospects and the youngest player in the big leagues, Jackson Churio, will play left field and bat 8th. And then you got Blake Perkins, the center fielder, rounding out the lineup for Milwaukee against Kutter Crawford. For the Red Sox, winners of 4 straight, with no errors during those last 4 wins, by the way. They're 26-24. They're once again going with Jarren Duran, the leadoff man. He'll play left field tonight. In the other corner, Willie Abreu, he's the right fielder, and he will bat 2nd. Connor Wong had that big game-tying 2-run hit on Wednesday in St. Petersburg. He'll bat 3rd tonight, and he will catch. Rafi Devers has scored a run in 10 consecutive games. He will clean up and play 3rd base tonight for Alex Cora. And then Tyler O'Neill had Wednesday off. Everybody had Thursday off, and a half night off for him tonight. The designated hitter trying to get back into a rhythm. He will bat 5th. Then you got Dominic Smith, the first baseman, hitting 6th. Vaughn Grissom, the second baseman, in the 7th spot, with David Hamilton, who was drafted by these Brewers, playing shortstop and hitting 8th today. With Cedar Rafaela busting out of a slump the last few nights, he will play center field and bat 9th. All right, it's time for Powering Possibilities, brought to you by Comcast North Central. Where might the power come from in tonight's lineup? Well, the Red Sox have gone deep now in 10 consecutive games, most recently because of Willie Abreu, a 415-foot blast to help power that comeback on Wednesday in St. Pete. We'll keep an eye on Willier as he continues to be top 3 in the American League in average, OPS, and yes, home runs. With an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Now, the injury report is brought to you by Eastern MedTech. Who knows how tough it can be to get a good night's sleep, either from a late-inning loss or lousy CPAP products. That's why fans across New England depend on Eastern MedTech for their CPAP supplies. Call 857-400-0044 or go to easternmedtech.com. Well, the biggest injury update is that Alex Cora said today, and we saw it today, that Tristan Casas is going to start taking grounders. Now, there's no exact timeline on that, and what Tristan Casas, self-identified as an internal car crash, put him on the long-term injured list, but hoping to be back maybe around a month from now is the earliest he could possibly be available, but good to see Casas in one way or another back in action before today's game. Now the speed report, brought to you by Verizon. Save big when you switch to the network Boston relies on. Head to your local Verizon store and check out the latest deals. These two teams both like to run, and how about a couple of guys, one from each team, born in the town of Corona, California. Jarren Duran, 11 steals for the Red Sox, and Bryce Terang with 18 for the Brewers. Actually, it was Duran with a Red Sox record, 6 steals in the first 6 games of the season, and the only guy who kept pace with him in the first part of the year was Terang himself. And now Bryce is number 2 in the league behind only Ellie De La Cruz, who has over 30 steals at this young stage in the season. Red Sox coming off a big sweep of Tampa Bay, finished that road trip 4-2 after losing their first 2 games on the road in St. Louis. And just like last year, 50 games into the season, the Red Sox are 26-24. The difference is, a year ago, it was a 4-game losing streak that dropped them to 2 games over 500. This year, a 4-game winning stretch that has them 2 games over. So a great test today against the NL Central leading Milwaukee Brewers, who got off to a very hot start. They actually won 10 of their first 13 games, but in the month of May, similar to the Red Sox, they're a 500 team, 10-10. And here's what's interesting. Ever since the hamstring injury to Rhys Hoskins, their offense has taken a bit of a hit. They're still top 5 in runs, OBP, and OPS, but Milwaukee lost a game to the Marlins on Wednesday, their last game, 1-0 in an hour and 54 minutes. It was Jazz Chisholm hit a leadoff home run in the bottom of the first, and the Brewers had 4 singles, no walks, no extra base hits the entire ball game. So we'll see if Kutter Crawford, who's pitching as well as anybody in the major leagues right now, can go right after a Milwaukee team that is trying to prove that they can stay atop that NL Central standings in front of the Chicago Cubs, of course, led by their former manager. As Will was telling our guy Rich Keefe during the pregame show, some come-from-behind wins lately as well for the Red Sox. They were down 2-0 on Tuesday in St. Petersburg, and then down 3-0 on Wednesday. Doesn't feel like a big comeback necessarily, but Keep in mind, the Red Sox had not overcome a multi-run deficit in any of their first 48 games, and now they've got 2 in a row. It's a color rush jersey matchup tonight. Red Sox in red and a beautiful navy blue with gold trim, numbers, and letters for Milwaukee. The stage is set. We're ready to roll. And on Memorial Day weekend, here's my guy, Will Fleming.
Thanks so much, Tyler. Great job. Great to be with you on the nicest night of the year so far as Kutter Crawford is ready to go. First pitch of his 11th start comes home, and it is a strike right there on the outside corner to Bryse Turang. Turang has been an igniter. Not like Jaron Duran has for the Red Sox of late. He chokes up on the bat. 2 homers, 17 driven in. He can fly. He grounds it to the right side. It is gloved by Smith. Kutter over to cover, and the throw is by him. And Connor Wong, the catcher, backs it up. Dom Smith, who's been so good at first base, just threw the leading throw behind Crawford. And because of that, the speedy Turang is aboard.
How about that? 4 straight wins with no errors committed in the very first play of the homestand. It'll likely be an E3 as he misfired on the throw.
It was not the easiest leading throw, but Dom seasoned enough. He needs to do better than that. So a leadoff error. Turang is aboard. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. He is hot. He swings over the top of a cut fastball. And that is strike 1. It is amazing. Anecdotally, Kutter Crawford, the last 2 seasons, has been victimized by that more than any other Red Sox pitcher. 0-1, Turang with 18 steals, leads, and here's a ground ball to short, could be 2. They throw to second for 1, relay to first, 2, double play. Beautifully done by Hamilton, Grissom, and then Smith on the back end, so the error is immediately erased, just what the doctor ordered. Hamilton continuing to settle in at shortstop, and so they're 2 down. The home plate umpire in tonight's ball game, we got a new crew. Brian Knight at the plate. Chris Guccione, the crew chief, has first base with Gabe Morales at second and Ryan Additon at third. Here is Christian Yelich, the one-time MVP, oft injured, takes a curveball for strike 1. He's got 5 homers, driven in 18, batting .306. The Red Sox on the infield play him to pull, and the pitch is just inside with a cutter from Kutter, and it's 1-1. Smith at first, Grissom at second, Hamilton the shortstop with Raffy at third. Rafaela anchors the outfield. He's towards the triangle in center with Abreu in right and Duran in left. The 1-1 is bounced foul outside of first. Kutter's only needed to this point 8 pitches, and 7 of them have been strikes. Embodiment of efficiency. Brewers have a really good offensive club. They've struggled a little bit in that area lately. Still the 5th most runs and the 7th most homers in baseball. The 1-2 is just inside with the fastball, and it's 2-2. Willie Adames would be next. He's out on deck. Crawford has just been brilliant. The Red Sox just have not scored or won for him. The 2-2. Curveball just outside. Man, it was that close. But it's called a ball, and the count is full. 2.17 ERA. And even that sort of undersells what Crawford has been. He's left the mound with runners aboard. They've scored in 50. Did in those MVP seasons. You're making Kutter work.
Yeah, special player to watch, and he's on milestone watch here. Just a couple of doubles away from 300 in his career. 2 homers from 200. This guy's put together an impressive resume.
Hopefully gets those. Crawford winds. He throws and he misses upstairs, ball 4. That's a really good plate appearance there. Still only thrown 12, but here comes Willie Adames. Adames, from the moment he was traded by the Tampa Bay Rays, immediately became a leader for these Brewers. 7 homers for him, and he takes strike 1 on a cut fastball. Last time Crawford took the mound, a leader for these Brewers. 7 homers for him, and he takes strike 1 on a cut fastball. Last time Crawford took the mound for the Red Sox, of them to start this game. Runner will be off with 2 down and a 3-2 count. Yelich, he goes, and the pitch is swung on and grounded foul by Adames. And we'll do it again, 3-2.
An eye-popping number of his strikeouts this year have come on that four-seamer. 26 of his 57 Ks. It's been a great put-away pitch, but you saw Yelich fight off a lot of tough ones. Adames doing the same. See if he can find that swing and miss with 2 strikes.
Hitting $176 against that fastball, and Kutter going to take a deep breath. Such a fierce competitor on the mound. Toes the first base side of the rubber. Comes set just above his belt. Yelich going to take off again. Here's another 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a cutter. That was nasty from Kutter, and the inning is over. Crawford works around an error and a walk. The Brewers leave 1 to the bottom of the first. Crew does not score. WEEI, Red Sox Network.
Looking to buy a car this season? Try FlexCar instead. FlexCar's monthly car subscription includes insurance, maintenance, 24/7 roadside assistance, and more. It's 0 down payment and swap cars or return anytime. Get started today at flexcar.com.
Celebrate Memorial Day with this red-hot cherry sale. Hey, it's Lou. Today through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market, you can pick up fresh cherries for only $2.97 a pound. When you use the digital coupon, you're limited to 2 bags. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals. You earn points on every purchase. If you're short on time, order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on this 4-day cherry sale. Ripe and ready for cherry cheesecake, cherry cobbler, and fresh cherries in a bowl. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
When is a bank more than just a bank? When it's there for you after hours because your franchise deal is on the line. When it drives across town to deliver the paperwork you need because you can't leave your business. When it anticipates your business challenges and advances its technology just to meet them. At Northern Bank, they're all about what they can do for you and your business. Want more than just a bank? Come home to Northern Bank. For more of what your business needs, visit nbtc.com. Northern Bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Mike. And I'm Mark, the owners of Reliable Fence. We learned a lot of core business values from Gramps growing up in the fence business the past 40 years.
Yeah, and I sure remember his saying,
go, 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 and hurry, hurry, hurry.
Well, you need to hurry, go, go, go. Get a great deal and save 20% off all materials during our Spring into Savings sale before it ends May 31st.
Go, go, go to ReliableFencing.com. That's reliable, FENCING.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, the red-hot Jarren Duran to lead it off for the Red Sox in the Friday Night Reds. Duran is just on an incredible tear. He'll see Jared Koenig, the opener for Pat Murphy and the Brewers. Duran, Abreu, and Connor Wong in the Herb Chambers batting order. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington and Audi Brookline. Here's the pitch to Duran, and it misses with a sinking fastball. 1-0. Koenig has been a reliever for this season, a guy who has been around the block a time or two. Independent ball for 3 seasons. Last year in the minor leagues with the Padres, the 1-0 to Duran is a sinker for a strike, and it's 1-1. Jaron, 8-game hitting streak, 11 for 27 with major power. 1-1, the pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle into center field. He hung a curveball, and Duran did not miss it. He's got a 9-game streak, and he's aboard to begin the ball game.
I don't think we've ever seen Jarren Duran this dialed in, but it is special to watch. Remember, the first 11 hits of his season were singles, then the slug started coming around. He's putting the ball wherever he wants to right now. It's fun to watch.
5 doubles, 3 triples, and that game-tying homer in Tampa, one of the 2 homers in this streak. Speaking of power, here's Wilyer Abreu. It is 5th homer on Wednesday in St. Pete. 20 driven in. The pitch to him is right there. Fastball for a strike. Red Sox went to Milwaukee last May. Kutter Crawford pitched 2 innings of relief that day, coming off the IL. 0-1 to Abreu. He's got a 4-game streak, and he swings over the top of a cut fastball. And quickly it's 0-2. 6 for his last 15 is Wilyer. Couple doubles, a homer, and 5 driven in with Connor Wong out on deck. Apple TV is here today. Our buddy Alex Faust, along with Ryan Spilborghs to our right.
How about that?
A lot of homecoming stories this evening. 0-2 to Abreu. Duran not going, and a swing and a miss by Abreu. He is gone. So, with 1 down, as the man we thought would start the game is warming up in the bullpen, Bryse Wilson. You figure that the lefty Koenig is on the mound at least until when Devers bats. He will come out on deck in just a moment. Then we'll see what Pat Murphy elects to do. Wong, stop me if you've heard this before, is hot. The pitch to him is to the backstop. Wong almost hit by that pitch, but he got his hips out of the way, and because of that wild one, Duran is up to second base. Wong is just on an incredible offensive tear. And overall, a marvelous offensive output. 344 with 5 homers and 18 driven in. 4 for his last 13. Always a threat to go deep. 1-0. Pitch is a little low. This is in this first pass through the order, this first inning anyway. Wong is the key hitter because even though it's not typical for him to have great dominance against lefties, he's killed them this season, and this feels like a really good matchup for him. 2-0. The pitch is inside. That is ball 3. And Koenig is starting to play with fire a little bit here. Devers on deck. Certainly Wong has the green light and should get something to hit right here. He's been a marvelous fastball hitter this season. See if he gets one. 3-0 the pitch. Is fouled off. He did get a fastball at 95 miles an hour. That's a pitch that sometimes will end up on Lansdowne, but he got it just far enough in.
He's hitting .450 against fastballs this year, and that's number 1 in the majors right now, so a real surprise he couldn't barrel that one up, but see if he gets another.
Love the aggression. 3-0. Duran is at second base with 1 down. Breeze appears to be blowing out to left. Just could not have a more pleasant evening. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Wong takes low, ball 4. So here comes the big test for Koenig. He will see Devers with 2 on and 1 out in this first inning.
The command's been solid this year for this guy. Only 4 walks and 20 innings coming in, and he didn't want to put 2 guys aboard for Raffy Devers, but just couldn't find it there against Connor Wong.
Raffy had the 6-game homer streak snapped in St. Pete, but he is on a serious heater. Scored a run in each of his last 10 games as Raffy. Helps when you homer in 6 of them. 2 on with 1 out. Big opportunity in the very first inning. Koenig sets at the belt. He throws, and Devers swings and loops one into center field, but he just missed that one. It hangs up. The catch is made out there in center field. The runners cannot advance. Nice play by Perkins coming into his left. And so Devers, aggressive early, is gone. And we'll see whether Pat Murphy's going to go to the bullpen. He is. He comes out of the dugout. So Tyler O'Neill will not see this lefty. He will indeed see Miller, who will saunter out of the Brewer bullpen. So Koenig, not exactly what the Brewers were looking for from him. He departs with 2 on and 2 out, and the big righty, Bryce Miller, jogging out of the right field dugout. We'll tell you about him and come back to Fenway right after this. 2 down, bottom 1, pitching change on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, Sox fans, there are a lot of reasons to love being a Ford owner. And now, Ford Pickup and Delivery is one more. Just tell your dealer when and where you'd like to have your Ford picked up, home or work, and we'll come get it, service it, and return it to you. Ford Pickup and Delivery is part of U-Mode, benefits made just for Ford owners. See your participating Ford dealer for important program details and terms and conditions. Ford, official partner of the Boston Red Sox.
Have you been putting off new windows for your home? Now is the time to visit CCL in Abington. We've partnered with Matthews Brothers in Maine to bring you the best in windows. Matthews Brothers has been making windows since 1854. Come check out our line of wicked awesome windows from Matthews Brothers at CCL in Abington. Make your home energy efficient in 2024 with Matthews Brothers windows. Check us out online at capecodlumber.com or visit the CCL showroom in Abington today. We are 100% employee owned and operated.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Bryse Wilson, the right-hander, is on to face Tyler O'Neill, who finds himself mired in a big offensive slump. Key spot here, 2 on with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Wilson has made 13 appearances, 6 of them starts so far this season. So here is O'Neill. Just has not made enough contact in the month of May. But a big opportunity here. Duran, who can fly at second, Wong at first. A lot of speed on the bases. The pitch to Tyler is way outside with a fastball, 93 miles an hour. And that is ball 1. O'Neill overall 248, 11 homers, just 17 runs batted in. About the Red Sox best hitter in April. The 1-0 is looped foul on the first base side. But he's just swung and missed a ton in the month of May. Fouled that one off, and it's 1-1.
That's a pitch that last month is going over the monster. Kutter middle.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. O'Neill again swings and misses, tied up with a fastball in on his hands. And it's 1-2. In April, he batted .320 and slugged .693. In this month, .167 with 30 strikeouts and 66 at-bats. 1-2, the pitch is high with a fastball. That was a big part of it. In the early going, he had a better feel for the strike zone, laid off close pitches. Working to get back in that kind of a groove. They lead at first and second. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. 94-mile-an-hour sinker. Nice play in the third deck, pavilion level, and it stays 2-2.
There were a lot of nights, though, in April where it felt like it was O'Neill or bust for this offense. The fact that it's so much more well-rounded, you hope it takes a little pressure off, even though this right here is a pretty big pressure spot.
And he'll use his time. You can understand why Pat Murphy, the new Brewer manager, made the change. Tyler's slugging .676 against lefties. Still a respectable .471 against righties. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a foul again. He's just seeing nothing but challenge fastballs, and he stays a little tardy on them. We had a big pregame chat with Tricia Whitaker for the Apple TV show.
I think they requested no sleeves.
No, they didn't need to make that request. Here's another 2-2. That's outside with a curveball. Be like asking me to show up to the game tall. He is absolutely allergic to sleeves. It doesn't matter the temperature, the climate. He is going guns out. Runners will be off. 3-2. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with a cutter. And O'Neill continues to struggle. The Red Sox had a big opportunity in the first with the big hitters up, but they do not score. We go to the second, scoreless on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event when Dave, the sales guy, asks, "Want to test drive the Rogue?" And I'm like, "Let's go." We're driving when Dave says, "Check out the VC turbo engine." I hit the gas and whoosh. I'm like, "Okay, I wasn't expecting that." Dave goes, "If you think that's cool, watch this." Dave shows me the miles per gallon and I'm like, "Whoa, that's pretty impressive fuel economy." Dave mentions, "These new cars are going fast." And in that moment, I had to have that Rogue. Crazy, right?
Wait till you hear how I got my Sentra.
Get a low $279 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Shop the Nissan sales event. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. 2024 EPA fuel economy estimates from 28 city, 34 highway to 30 city, 37 highway for 2024 Nissan Rogue. Actual mileage may vary. Well-qualified lessees, 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $43.89 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. N6324.
Elevate the moment when you're enjoying good food and friends with Vanity Fair napkins, as life's biggest and smallest moments are often defined by the details. Vanity Fair is that small but essential touch that makes any mealtime a bit more special, with just the right combination of style and performance. And with Vanity Fair's newly refreshed packaging, every occasion is now even more stylish. With the entertaining season upon us, pick up a few packages of Vanity Fair paper napkins, including their 200 count. Vanity Fair, elevate every day.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and soon in Warwick, or at nespas.com.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Kutter Crawford returns to the mound for the second inning. He ended the opener with a strikeout. The first strikeout of the game is brought to you by Northern Bank. Get your business in the zone with Northern Bank, member FDIC. Jake Bauers, the former prospect with the Tampa Bay Rays, has really found a home and taken off with the Milwaukee Brewers. 5 homers, 22 driven in. Big, strong left-handed hitter. Crawford is ready, peers over his glove, he winds, he throws, and Bauers swings and misses over a curveball. He almost exclusively throws that curveball to lefties, does Crawford. That was a good hook, and it's 0-1. Crawford always working with urgency. The pitch, chopper to first, it's foul outside the bag. Smith gave it a good effort. Foul, 0-2. Red Sox have started to play a lot better at home of late. Winners of 2 of their last 3 series here. Craig Breslow on the Apple telecast. You need to be sure you're wearing good clothing. You got rest last night because the Apple folks have the highest definition cameras you'll ever see. Makes for a really fun visual show. 0-2. Pitch is a little outside. A sweeper, and it's 1-2. Like Davison Perez. He looks sharp today, but he's got a 3-week-old son, Nico. First-time new dad.
I think everybody moisturized today, just in case they were on camera.
I forgot. The 1-2 is looped down the right field line, foul and out of play. Those days when you got new kids, it is so impossible to sleep, be clear-headed, not look like a zombie. Davison's pulling it off.
I don't know how any parent does it, especially your 2 kids at a young age.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Jake Bauers. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with a splitter. That's become a real weapon for him. So Kutter has fanned consecutive hitters. And with 1 away, here comes Joey Ortiz.
And coming into this start, Crawford just used the splitter 7% of the time. It's the 4-seamer, the cutter, and the sweeper. So it's not going to be a steady diet, but that's what makes it so dangerous. You never know when it's coming.
Connor Wong told me in St. Louis it had been a struggle for Kutter to find that pitch, but he just recently did rediscover it. Joey Ortiz came over in the Burns deal, takes a fastball outside for ball 1. This is how loaded the Orioles system is. They were able to part with this guy, Joey Ortiz, who in many organizations would have been their very best prospect. 1-0. Here's the pitch, and it's looped into the gap in left center field. This is real trouble. Rafaela on the run, dives and makes an unbelievable play. away. Holy smokes! Cedon robs Ortiz, one of the plays of the year, and they're 2 away.
Superman dive for Cedon Rafaela. Yeah, maybe he's your everyday shortstop, but he also might be the best center fielder in the American League. Off the bat, this one looks like it's a one-hopper off the monster. He gets such a good break. He never panics, and he said it week 1 of the season. Ooh. If it's in the park, I gotta catch it.
He is a walking highlight reel. Here's Sal Frelick. Cool moment for him as the crowd settles down. They appreciated that defensive play. You're going to be hard-pressed to ever see a better diving grab than that. I mean, that thing was ticketed for extra bases, and Rafaela just outran it and outjumped it. The 0-1 is bounced foul on the first base side. You can hear the buzz in the crowd. It has not sounded like that defensively since Jackie Bradley was out there in center. That was utterly breathtaking. 0-2, 2 down in the second. Here's the pitch. Fastball all just inside. He almost made a play like that in the last homestand, diving the other direction. One thing about Rafaela, when he gets to full clip like that, he's like a sprinter. The head stays so steady. 1-2. Little outside. Kyle Hudson has emphasized this with Duran and Rafaela. The route doesn't always have to be perfect. The most important thing is a quick start, quick jump. And Cedon leads the universe in that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. The pitch is outside.
And he's so smooth, and as you said, the running motion is so fluid. Sometimes you can't even quite tell how fast he's going because it looks so effortless, but the ground he covers it's second to none.
We track everything in baseball now. The first 3 steps, the jump, the distance covered early, he is the best at that. 3-2 is lined into left field. Duran had started in, now back, more routine play to end the inning. Cedon Rafaela, how do you do? We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless, thanks in large part to Rafaela on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Once again, it looks like Herb Chambers has an exceptional lineup this season. The automotive hometown hero offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. With so many Herb Chambers dealership locations featuring 35 brands, you'll find the exact vehicle you're looking for. Choose from thousands of different new and pre-owned vehicles. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Because at Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Visit herbchambers.com to view our entire inventory today.
It's time to start finding things we need for the summer. Don't forget to break out the floating beer pong table. It's also time to find money for the summer that you may have coming to you don't even know about. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and it's free.
One 877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Still gathering ourselves after that unreal catch by Cedon Rafaela. Dom Smith is going to lead it off for the Red Sox in the bottom of the second. Another knock against catch probability on that one. What did they say it was? 35%, something like that?
An absurd 35%, yes.
Ridiculous. Here's the pitch to Dom Smith. Strike in the inside corner. We're not going to belabor the point, but it clearly must just look at normal alignment, launch angle, velocity, that kind of thing. That was ticketed for the gap. 0-1 to Smith. Pitch is low, a changeup, and it's 1-1. Big old jet airliner going to about 11 o'clock, right above the center field video board behind the right light standard of the monster now is Wilson. Fires a strike on the inside corner to Dom Smith, and it's 1-2. Well, if you happen to be listening in the neighborhood and you don't have plans, you should just walk on over to Fenway. Right now is the 1-2 pitch. Misses, it's 2-2. You could never dial up a more pleasant evening for a ball game than the one we have. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dom Smith. Leading off in the second. Here's the pitch, and that is outside. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella is here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt on a cut fastball, and Smith is gone. Got to bring up Vaughn Grissom. Well, the Red Sox, as an outfield, lead the league in outs above average. Zone rating, they're right there too. And in center field in particular, both Duran and Rafaela have been brilliant. Those numbers will increase after that catch. League leaders brought to you by Drains by James. As Grissom has looked better at the plate, swings at the first pitch, and one hops it to short. Adames has it. He slings it to first. There's 1-2 down, I should say. Drains by James is Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining. Drains by James. They give a poop about your pipes.
What's crazy about that outfield defense statistic? On the offensive side, the collective outfielders for the Red Sox have a top 3 OPS in the game.
It's been phenomenal and really forebodes great things, portends, I should say, in the future. As David Hamilton, speaking of hot, takes a pitch off the inside part of the plate, 1-0. 0-0, bottom 2. Red Sox and the Brew Crew. The pitch way outside. Hamilton is 0 for 7, but it's as stupid as this sounds. It's been allowed 0 for 7. And prior to that, extra base machine. 2-0, the pitch. Swinging a high fly into left field. Back on it, Churio. In front of the warning track, he's there to make the play, and the inning is over. Sox go down 1-2-3 in the second. No score on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, the most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Mass Mutual is an official partner of the Red Sox. And as fans first, we know you're already zoning out. So here are 20 soothing seconds of Fenway sounds, because there's nothing like being at the ballpark. This meditation is brought to you by Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
In New Hampshire, please visit MB Tractor and Equipment in Conway and Somersworth, Chapel Tractor in Milford, or Pinnacle View Equipment in Walpole.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas. The in the tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and soon in Warwick, or at nespas.com.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Kutter Crawford back to the mound for the top of the third, no score. The Yankees will be in San Diego later tonight. Early on, the Blue Jays fall behind the Tigers 3-0 in the fourth inning. The O's are in Chicago. They're in a rain delay on the south side. We'll follow all those scores and more as we go on. Let Love Bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Jackson Churio, top prospect, made his way to the big leagues, ready to lead it off. And here's our top prospect for the play-by-play, Tyler Murray.
Well, how about that? Thanks so much, Will Fleming. Yeah, this is the first player born in 2004 to reach the big leagues, Jackson Chourio, who takes a first pitch fastball down and away from Kutter Crawford. 8-9-1 for Milwaukee. Chourio, then Blake Perkins, and Bryce Terang. As Crawford looks in, Wong sets up on the outside half, righty on righty. He fires a fastball past the swing of Chourio. So 1-1. That is the Herb Chambers batting order for Milwaukee. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Mercedes-Benz of Natick, and Flagship Motor Cars of Linfield. 1-1 is way net and miss. Cutter at 86 from Crawford. As the sun sets beyond the green monster with some golden rays on the Citco sign. Will said it already, but this is perfect baseball weather kicking off Memorial Day weekend. 1-2 pitch is swatted foul to the first base side. So high ceiling, of course, for Jackson Chourio, 20 years old from Maracaibo, Venezuela. Signed an 8-year contract extension in December. Guaranteed him $82 million, which is a record for a player with no prior MLB experience. With a kick on the 1-2 from Crawford. Breaking ball misses outside the sweeper at 82.
It's the new model. I mean, it started with the Braves and Acuna and has just continued on and on. The Red Sox did it with Whitlock and Rafaela. It's amazing how much that part of the game has changed.
Long-term security for the player, maybe a bargain for the team. The 2-2 is smacked into deep center field. Rafaela on the move, and he couldn't get this one. Lunged for it, but he stayed on his feet, and it's off his glove, rattling around in the crevasse there in left center. Fires it back in, but Chourio has a double and a leadoff scamper to second. First hit of the day for Milwaukee in a 0-0 ball game, top of the third.
I thought he was going to do it again, Rafaela. Just a little bit tardy. Cutter giving up a little loud contact of late, but I mean, they think the world of Chourio, and that's fine. I mean, people are pretty optimistic, and there's a consensus on him, but imagine giving $90 million to somebody who's never played a big league game.
I can't imagine giving $90 million to anybody, but I get you thinking.
Well, you have to have it to give it.
Blake Perkins from the left side will bunt back toward the hill. Crawford falls off the first base side of the mound, and that one winds up on the opposite end of the hill, and he picks it up but has no play. So a bunt single for the 9-hitter Blake Perkins, and Milwaukee has runners on the corners, nobody out. Perkins, the guy who got his first career hit off of Garrett Whitlock, of all people, last April 22nd. Showing off the speed, and that'll set the table for the top of the order and Bryce Terang as the Brewers look to strike first here in the top of the third. Terang reached on a throwing error from Dominic Smith at first base to begin the ballgame. From the left side, he'll slap one foul, but in a sequence may be indicative of the improved defense for the Red Sox this year. The very next batter, William Contreras, hit a hot shot to short, but David Hamilton started a 6-4-3 double play, and that quickly wiped out the error. Then in the following inning, Cedon Rafaela made the catch of the year. 0-1 is fouled back. So 0-2 on Terang. Brewers' first-round pick in 2018, 21st overall, and well, the Red Sox drafted Tristan Casas just 5 picks later. Pitch number 42 for Kutter Crawford. Nobody out in the third, and the 0-2 is swung on and skied to left field. Duran started back, but he'll stop in front of the track. Now gets some momentum coming in, makes the catch. Churio's got elite speed, so he scores on a sacrifice fly, sliding into the plate, even though the throw came into second. So double, bunt single, sac fly, and a 1-0 lead for Milwaukee. So just one on now. That's Perkins as Chourio comes in to score.
You're talking about Casas being drafted. It was just so uplifting to see him on the field today, fielding ground balls, playing a little catch. He says he's ahead of schedule. Wanted to come back June 21st, his first day eligible.
William Contreras now takes a fastball low.
I think it's not just the presence in the lineup, which is his most significant contribution, but there's an aura about him. I think he's a thinker. He's talking to guys up and down the dugout.
1-0 pitch. Swung on and driven deep to left field. Back toward the monster and gone. William Contreras, a superstar catcher for the Brewers, just hit his 8th home run of the season. It's a 2-run shot here in the top of the 3rd, and the Brewers have a 3-0 lead.
That was an absolute bomb. Got out of here in a flash. That's out everywhere. Somebody lost popcorn and beer. It's a shower onto the warning track in front of the Mason sign. Kind of self-defense. But, I mean, that was absolutely crushed on a cutter that just backed up right over the heart of the plate.
Just the 4th home run Crawford's giving up in 60 innings this season. But a lot of that damage has come in the month of May. In fact, all of it. Did not give up any home runs until May 1st, and now 4 since then. His first pitch to Christian Yelich missed high with a cutter.
12 off the bat.
Yelich fouls one away.
At 397. And 79.5 miles an hour on a sweeper that just did not sweep.
You think of Milwaukee, your first thought offensively is probably this guy batting now, Christian Yelich, but it ought to be William Contreras. 1-1, swinging a chopper to first, but it kicks just foul, wide of the bag. Smith made the play anyway, but it's now 1-2 on Yelich. Contreras leads all catchers in on-base percentage and RBI. It's him and Salvador Perez right now, kind of 1-2 in a lot of offensive categories at the position. And you're right, Will. They showed a replay on the Apple TV broadcast. That ball exploded a bag of popcorn 2 rows up into the tiered seats.
I hope he got the ball in the end.
I don't know.
Nope, he didn't.
I don't think so. An empty bucket of popcorn and nothing to show for it. 1-2 pitch struck him out. Cutter in on the hands, and Crawford is able to tie up Christian Yelich for his 3rd strikeout, and he has out number 2 in the 3rd.
At the very least, maybe we can get him a new gallon of popcorn. That probably wasn't all that cheap, but hey, man, he's on the Apple telecast 4 or 5 times, so.
And looking good in crystal clear high definition. 3-0 Brewers. A double and a single set up a Bryce sac fly is a swing and a miss from Adames. Sends the bat flying into the 3rd row behind the dugout. Don't worry about the popcorn. Just cover your head with that one. Well, and it finds the lap safely of an adorable young girl with pigtails behind the dugout.
The yellow grippy tape did not do its job on that particular bat. Everybody okay? A gentleman right in front of those girls did a great job to deflect the bat before it went to those girls. They will hear some boos from the security who take the bat from the girl, but they'll make a trade. She'll get rewarded.
Well, the guy who made the defensive play, he's holding up a sign that says Okeechobee, Florida loves Cutter. So he gets a well-deserved moment in the sun. Of course, that's Kutter Crawford's hometown. 0-1 pitch is grounded foul to 3rd base, 0-2.
Fans may not be tuned to this. They think that the security are like the big bad wolf and they're just stealing the bat. They're going to give that back to the player because it's tuned up for him in the game. And that little girl will get a souvenir bat of some kind.
A prize pack of sorts. 0-2 pitch is skied to center, shallow. Rafaela started to his left, but now he comes straight in and makes the catch to retire the side and send us to the bottom of the 3rd. But a sac fly from Terang and a 2-run laser beam of a home run from Contreras has the Brewers in front 3-0 after 2.5 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
I'm John Morgan. When people stop me to ask, what's my case worth, here's what I tell them. All law firms are not the same at all. You see, the most important part of anyone's injury case is the firm you hire. The insurance company knows exactly which firms fight for full value and which firms will settle your case for pennies on the dollar. Our firm has recovered billions and billions and billions. $3 billion last year alone. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Dude, watch the nachos.
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but we do know the chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control features. Protect everything your family does online with Aura. Go to aura.com/baseball to start your free trial today. The 1 in 4 statistics is based on research conducted by Javelin Strategy and Research. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions effectively.
Celebrate Memorial Day with his Red Hot Cherry Sale. Today through Monday at Shaw's in Star Market. Pick up fresh cherries for only $2.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon limit 2 bags. Shaw's in Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Back live at Fenway Park, a 3-run top of the third inning for the Brewers has Milwaukee in front 3-0 heading to the bottom of the third in Game 1 of a 3-game Memorial Weekend Series. Cedar Rafaela leading the comeback effort for the Red Sox. He will take a fastball outside from Bryse Wilson, who came in after the opener. Jared Koenig gave up a single and a walk, but that was it. 1-0. Swinging a high fly shallow to left center field. Churio and Perkins come together. It's Perkins, the center fielder, to make the catch. 1 away, and with that, with pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray. Bottom of the third, the Red Sox trail the Brewers 3-0. 2-run home run from William Contreras in the top half after a Bryce Durang sac fly. First pitch to Jaron Duran misses low, so back to the top of the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers BMW of Boston, BMW of Sudbury, and BMW of Medford. Bases empty, 1 down, and Duran will take a fastball inside at 93, so he's ahead on Wilson 2-0.
I believe our girls who caught the bat already have autographed baseballs in hand. They're showing Mom. She went and got ice cream. She's laughing.
2-0 pitch is on the outside corner, so you're right. It's a win in the end for the fan.
Yeah. It's better than a gamer bat.
The 2-1 to Duran, a late swing and a miss at a high cutter.
I think Mom missed all of it. I think she was at the concession stand getting ice cream, and now they're telling her all about it.
I leave for 1 minute, she says.
Those seats, you should never leave. Anything could happen.
Even Willie Adames losing complete control of the bat and flinging it 3 rows behind the dugout. 2-2 pitch. That's down and in with a curveball at 80 from Bryse Wilson. He came in to strike out Tyler O'Neill to strand 2 in the first inning. And he has not allowed a base runner yet. He's handled all 5 batters he's faced. 3-2 to Duran, swinging a hot shot, left field base hit. He's not going to cool off anytime soon. 2 for 2 with a couple of line drive singles today to keep this 9-game hitting streak well alive. There's a sinker at the bottom of the zone, and he sent it the other way. So 10 batters in, the only 2 Red Sox hits belong to Jaron Duran. Wilyer Abreu now struck out on 3 pitches his first time. And he'll take a first pitch sinker that misses up and away. More extra base hits than any other rookie in the big leagues. 18 for Wilyer Abreu. Durang's 1-0. Half swing on a cutter, and it gets the top of the strike zone, 1-1.
Well, Duran is likelier to run here against Wilson than he was the lefty Koenig, and you can run on Contreras. 24 of 33 successful this year.
Stays put, 1-1 pitch.
Ooh.
On the outside corner, just barely at 92. A ball and 2 strikes on Abreu. Facing Bryse Wilson, the 26-year-old right-hander from Durham, North Carolina, committed to UNC, but went pro out of high school, foregoing the opportunity to pitch in college with Cooper Criswell himself. And a part of this rotation as he misses outside 2-2. In place of the injured D.L. Hall, the aforementioned Corbin Burns trade. D.L. Hall, Joey Ortiz, and a draft pick in exchange for Corbin Burns. The 2-2. Abreu swings and misses strike 3. Fastball at 93. And there are 2 away with Duran still at first base. And Wilson, sinker heavy against right-handed hitters like Connor Wong, who's coming up now. That's 42% of his arsenal. And throw you cutter and four-seamer a whole lot more if you're a lefty like Abreu. And he used the four-seamer to get him out there. 2 strikeouts for Williard tonight. Still 3-0 Milwaukee. And Connor Wong swings and slugs the first pitch to right center field, carrying a bit toward the gap, but Sal Frelick will make the catch, and the Lexington High School and Boston College grad will send us to the 4th. Milwaukee 3, Red Sox nothing on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Celebrate Memorial Day with his Red Hot Cherry Sale. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Monday at Shaws and Star Market, pick up fresh cherries only $2.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon limit 2 bags. When you shop with the Shaws app, you get amazing deals that earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on this 4-day cherry sale. Ripe and ready for cherry cheesecake and fresh cherries in a bowl. Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey there, fans. Will Fleming here. You know AZEK Exteriors as the heavyweight champ, the undefeated #1 brand for premium exterior trim trusted by the pros. Now, we're bringing that same winning performance to siding. Introducing AZEK Bevel and Shake Siding, the ultimate blend of classic beauty and unmatched durability. Say goodbye to expensive maintenance and repainting. Whether remodeling or building a new home, upgrade your exteriors with new AZEK Siding today. Visit azekexteriors.com to order samples and learn more.
Suddenly, a quick and easy dish for any occasion, especially with the warmer weather here and wanting to enjoy as much time outside as you can. Suddenly Pasta Salad comes in 8 delicious varieties like Caesar and Ranch and Bacon, and Suddenly Deli Salad starter kits come in 3 great choices. Suddenly Salad is a meal prep brand that offers lots of ready-to-prepare pasta salads, as well as deli salad starter kits. Versatile too, as it can be a main meal or a side dish. Check out all of the really tasty Suddenly Salad varieties at suddenlysalad.com.
Summer weekends are here, and it's time to celebrate with an unbelievable deal at the 99 restaurant. Head to the Nines this Friday through Monday and kick off the summer with $19.99 colossal or hot buttered lobster rolls available this weekend only. You're gonna love the Nines.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, after Jarren Duran hit a single in the 3rd, Bryse Wilson was still able to retire the side and keep a 3-0 lead for Milwaukee. Retire the Side is brought to you by AZEK Exteriors, featuring new AZEK Bevel and Shake Siding, engineered to deliver classic beauty but without all the maintenance. Visit azekexteriors.com. With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray, here for the Memorial Day weekend series between the Red Sox and the Brewers. 3-0 Milwaukee, top of the 4th. Kutter Crawford against Jake Bowers, who swings and grounds the first pitch foul into the Red Sox dugout, of course, on the first base side here at Fenway Park. See if the Red Sox can find a way to get some consistent offense going with Kutter Crawford on the mound. For one reason or another, they have not supported him as well as they have other pitchers. 0-1. Bowers takes low with a splitter, so a ball and a strike. Red Sox come into this game having won 4 in a row. And in those 4 wins, they're averaging over 7 runs a game. They outscored St. Louis on Sunday, and then the 3-game sweep in Tampa Bay combined 29-10. 1-1 pitch. That gets the outside corner splitter from Crawford. And he's got 2 strikes on Jake Bowers, who struck out swinging on a splitter the first time they squared off. The Red Sox, in Kutter Crawford starts, are averaging under 3.5 runs per game. Nothing so far tonight. 1-2 pitch is a fastball high at 92. I think the number that stands out the most about Crawford's tough luck, he's got 6 no decisions this year. And in those 6 games, he's allowed a total of just 4 earned runs. 2-2. That one drops low, fastball at 93. So luckily, no one seems to care about win-loss record anymore, especially for starting pitchers, but Crawford, of course, deserves a whole lot better than 2-2 in the win-loss column. He's got Bowers, Ortiz, and Frelick in the Herb Chambers batting order, top of the fourth. 3-2 pitch, swinging a flare to shallow right. Abreu playing pretty deep. It'll come over toward the pesky pole and make the catch on the cut of the grass. And Bowers is retired to begin the fourth inning. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Joey Ortiz now. He was robbed by Rafaela in the second inning. Righty on righty with Crawford. Swinging a grounder out to the first base side, and Crawford couldn't handle it. Smith tried to backhand scoop to the covering pitcher Crawford, but good enough speed from Joey Ortiz. That was trouble off the bat. A check swing grounder about 70 feet up the first baseline. It stayed on the infield grass. If Crawford makes the clean play, reaching down with his glove, they probably get him, but he stabbed it and missed it. I like the effort from Dominic Smith, though, who came off the bag once he realized Crawford was in trouble. And he knew that Crawford's momentum would still take him to first base, but the hustle by Ortiz allows him to reach. They're going to call that one an infield hit. And here's the Lexington kid, Sal Frelick. First pitch is a cutter for a strike. Frelick's first at-bat was overshadowed because the crowd was buzzing after Rafaela made that diving catch in left center to take a double away from Joey Ortiz. And what a great story this is. Boston College's own Sal Frelick back at Fenway as he takes the next pitch inside 1-1. Says he's never played at Fenway before. And they had a little ceremony for him. Some city officials from Lexington and 70 of his friends and family were here to surprise him. 1-1 pitch is on the outside edge, a cutter at 87. And apparently the town of Lexington has dubbed today Sal Frelick Day, the 24-year-old who played baseball, football, and hockey at Lexington High School. And apparently Boston College, they liked his game as a quarterback. 1-2. Swing and a chopper to the third baseman. Devers is shifted over to the shortstop side. He'll glove it and throw him out at first base. And a good job by Kutter Crawford to race over and cover third because the runner was thinking about sneaking down on the back door. Instead, they get the second out of the inning. Ortiz to second, 2 down. Frelick is 0 for 2. And now Jackson Chourio will bat. Brewers 3, Red Sox nothing. The Milwaukee damage done in the third. It was a Bryce Terang sac fly, and then a 2-run line drive homer over the monster for the red-hot William Contreras. Devers in at third as Chourio takes a first pitch fastball strike at 93. He stung one to left center, similar to the ball off of Ortiz's bat his first time up, and Rafaela almost made a running catch, but the ball tipped off the edge of his glove. 0-1 from Crawford, righty on righty. He spins a sweeper too far outside, and it's 1-1. Usage today for Crawford, 42% cut fastballs, 32% four-seamers, and he just threw his 7th sweeper, 11% usage so far through 65 pitches. This one's fouled back our way, but a little bit to our left. And the count 1-2 on Chourio, who, aside from Baltimore's Jackson Holliday, is the top-ranked prospect in baseball by MLB.com. Holliday is actually playing not far from here in Worcester, Massachusetts right now for the AAA Worcester Red Sox, which some would call my day job. Hit a 2-run homer yesterday at Polar Park. 1-2 pitch is low. Fastball at 93 from Crawford, didn't get the call, just below the knees. Chourio, the 8-hitter, just 20 years old, with Blake Perkins waiting on deck. Runner at second, 2 down. The 2-2 pitch fouled off to the right side. Red Sox will have Devers, O'Neill, and Smith in the bottom of the fourth inning against Bryse Wilson. From the first base side of the rubber, Crawford's 2-2 pitch, very high. Sweeper just stayed flat on him, and the count 3-2. Crawford's tough on anybody, but the righty's actually batting .252 against him this year versus .190 for lefties. Chourio is a righty. Runner goes for third. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike three. Fastball at 94 from Kutter Crawford. And he strands Ortiz at second base. So after 3.5, it's still Brewers 3, Red Sox nothing. On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Johnson Paint is now a Rings End brand. We'll use our expertise to turn your inspiration into reality with Benjamin Moore's large selection of brilliant and durable paints and stains. We offer expert advice for both contractors and homeowners, like complimentary in-store color and design consultations. Johnson Paint is proud to be New England's largest Benjamin Moore retailer, with 31 convenient locations as well as online shopping. No matter how big or small your project, we'll make sure you have everything you need to do it right. With Benjamin Moore at Johnson Paint, your inspiration, our expertise.
As a Boston sports fan, we know heartbreak. Hey, we even have a friggin' hill named after it. But we also know wicked awesome, like all our championship parades. When it comes to getting your CPAP supplies, New Englanders deserve a wicked awesome experience. Eastern MedTech is the GOAT of CPAP suppliers. Next time you need supplies for your CPAP anywhere in New England, depend on Eastern MedTech. Call 857-400-0044 or see easternmedtech.com.
This is Danielle Ferrier at Heading Home. We are a leading provider of emergency shelter and housing for children and adults experiencing homelessness. Today, we are facing a housing crisis in Massachusetts, which is why we've teamed up with community partners like Harbor One Bank.
This is Jen White at Harbor One Bank. We are committed to supporting impactful programs in our communities. Together, we're working to give everyone a safe place to call home. Visit headinghomeinc.org today to see how you can help. Harbor One Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Fourier from the North Shore to Greater Boston to the Cape. Now's the time to contact McFarland Energy to get your air conditioning system ready before the hot rush. Mention WEEI and save $500 on any AC install. McFarlandEnergy.com.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Red Sox trail the Brewers 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth at Fenway. We just saw the 110th pitch. It was brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill is an official partner of the WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Raffy Devers will lead off the bottom of the fourth for the Red Sox. He flied out to center field in the first. Tyler O'Neill and Dominic Smith after him in the Herb Chambers batting order. First pitch from Bryse Wilson is in for a strike at 93. I should have been more specific talking about Sal Frelick's experience here at Fenway Park. This is his first professional game in America's most beloved ballpark. 0-1. Devers will take a little high, a cut fastball at 88. But Sal, the Lexington High School graduate, did play here at Fenway his freshman year with Boston College, the Beanpot. He played against Northeastern in the Beanpot Championship. 1-1 is down and in. Boston College won that 5-3. He was 1 for 3, 2 runs, 2 walks. Our guy Joe Weil in the stat truck digging that up for you. Time is called by Devers here. So BC against Northeastern. We do have a Husky graduate in the broadcast booth today. Alex Faust of Northeastern fame is on Apple TV Plus tonight. 2-1. Devers swings and pops one to the third base dugout. See if there's some room over there. Devers, who was 0 for 2. A frustrating start offensively for the Red Sox. Jarren Duran has 2 singles, but other than that, their only base runner through 3 1/3 now is a walk to Connor Wong. Tyler O'Neill had a chance back in the first with 2 on and 2 out, but struck out swinging on a Bryse Wilson cutter. And the clutch hitting has been so much better for the Red Sox during this 4-game win streak. As O'Neill takes a curveball on the inside corner. That's one of those calls when you're slumping, they're always going against you. And he's in a 1-0 hole. Next pitch is just below the knees at 93. During this 4-game stretch, the Red Sox are batting .400 with runners in scoring position. And in the sweep in St. Pete, they were 11 for 23. Base is empty here as the 1-1 is cut and missed. That's a cut fastball, so it's 1-2 on O'Neill. That's the pitch that got him swinging last time up.
Sometimes it's just not a complicated game. I mean, that has been, along with defense, the telling stat.
1-2 pitch is way inside, almost hit him, ball 2.
And the Red Sox, they pitched well enough, right? And they get hit. They put runners on base. It's just a matter of getting the timely hit. And that has come and gone. It can in this game.
The 2-2. O'Neill swings and misses, strike 3, sinker at 94. And he is 0 for 2 with a couple of punch-outs. There is a football reporter, NFL for ESPN, named Kevin Clark. In every baseball postseason, when you have juggernauts like the Dodgers lose, he says, I got baseball figured out. All you need to say is, oh, they just can't get the big hit. And that explains everything away. And unfortunately, right now, the Red Sox don't have it. Trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 4th, and the first pitch to Dom Smith is grounded just foul wide of first base.
I think sometimes, too, the offenses that are juggernauts in the regular year that are kind of home run dependent, a lot of those home runs come against lower leverage. Bullpen guys, 4th and 5th starters. The playoffs come around. You're seeing the best 2 or 3 starters.
Dominic Smith takes outside.
And they lean on the big relievers. So it's like a 6 or 7 person staff in the playoffs. It's much harder to get the big hit against pitchers like that.
Team constructed like Milwaukee is. They can make a deep run. The 1-1 is stung into center field. A base hit for Smith. He turns on a cutter, sends that to right center, in fact, but it'll pull up with the single as Perkins got it back in quickly. So the first hit for a Red Sox not named Jarren Duran. It's a 2-out single by Dominic Smith here in the 4th.
Well, Grissom started to swing it a little better. The numbers would not reflect that, but just watching him, he's been more comfortable at the under-the-hood numbers, as they call them. Much louder contact. Be a good time for his first Monster Seats shot here.
Batting from the right side against Wilson. First pitch is in for a strike. I'm counting that as an official prediction, Will Fleming.
No, it doesn't count.
No?
And you know what's interesting with him, too, is like maybe his first home run here is likelier to go closer to the pesky pole than into the Monster Seats. That inside-out swing.
0-1, late swing and a high fastball throw behind the runner at first, but Smith gets the right hand in there before the tag of Bowers. And Grissom had an RBI single on Tuesday in St. Pete to get the Red Sox going. One of their 2 consecutive come-from-behind wins. And Alex Cora says the leash is long. 0-2 is down and away. Told him, you will play regardless of an 0 for 4 or an 0 for 8. Relax and do what you do. Maybe it's an overused excuse, but because of the injury in spring training, this is still technically his spring ramp-up period. 1-2. Down and away, but those days are shortening quickly.
I think that's true. It basically is. And again, the timing is coming back. He's looking better and better. No one should even discuss the fact that he went away for Chris Sale, who's been absolutely unreal for the Braves. Move that made sense for both sides.
The 2-2 pitch. Up and in for ball 3.
He's hit at every level. I mean, those sorts of things are predictive. I think it's going to turn for him.
Yeah, still just 23 years old, and a guy that Atlanta tried to get into their everyday lineup, but there was simply no room for him. 3-0 Milwaukee Red Sox have a runner aboard, 2 down, and the pitch is fouled away by Grissom. The count will stay 3-2.
Good pitch. I mean, it's a cutter that is bottom of the zone on the outside black, and he just got a piece of it.
He's the youngest player on the team. He's not going to turn 24 until January. And it's just his 16th game of the season. He missed the first 32, straining his hamstring in spring training. Grissom at the plate, Smith at first. And the 3-2 pitch is low, ball 4. So, single by Smith, walk by Grissom. Tying run coming up, it's David Hamilton.
Good stuff. I mean, it can be sometimes hard for a young player and counterintuitive that patience is the way out of a little funk. Get you going if you take balls and swing at strikes. I mean, it sounds so simple, but I think for young players who are trying to make a real impression, that can be difficult. Now a chance for a guy who's, I think, really swinging the bat well.
Yeah, David Hamilton flat out to left field his first time up. Celebrate Memorial Day with this red-hot cherry sale today through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up fresh cherries for only $2.97 a pound. when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2 bags. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. That was 0-2 on Grissom. He worked the walk. He's at first. Smith is at second. 2 down, bottom of the fourth. And a first pitch swing from Hamilton. That hops over the third base bag. Fair ball, rattling around the sidewall. Smith will lumber home. Grissom goes to third, and David Hamilton has an RBI double. 3-1. The Red Sox and Fenway Park have come to life.
Sometimes better lucky than good. That had a little chopper with eyes over the third base bag. And the Red Sox due for a break. They get one, and now a huge opportunity for Rafaela.
Cedon just got under one his last time up. It was like he's starting to come out of that 0-for-17 slump. He went deep on Monday. Started the game-winning rally with a single and a steal in the 8th inning on Tuesday. Second and third, 2 down. First pitch. Fastball strike at 92 from Wilson, who's dealing with adversity for the first time tonight. Just below the Mendoza line with that batting average for Cedon. 0-1 pitch, swing and a pop fly. On the infield, Jake Bauers crossing over the foul line at first base, and in front of the Red Sox dugout, he makes the catch. And the Red Sox strand a pair in scoring position. But the RBI double from David Hamilton has the Red Sox on the board. 3-1 Milwaukee after 4 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Next time you have a crowd coming over to watch the game, you can't lose when you serve your favorite pasta smothered in Ragu Old World style traditional sauce. Ragu's classic pasta sauce is crafted with vine-ripened tomatoes and well-stirred passion. Your family and guests will always savor the flavor of a satisfying plate of pasta clinging to Ragu's Old World style sauce. It's their richest, thickest recipe, and every half cup of Ragu provides 2 servings of vegetables. Pick up a few 24-ounce bottles of Ragu today.
It's the Ford SUV Season Sales Event at your local Ford dealer. That's where you'll find great offers across the entire Ford SUV lineup, including Ford Escape, Expedition, the Built Wild Ford Bronco, and America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Hurry in for amazing offers across a huge selection. This is Ford SUV Season. Let's get going. Based on S&P Global Mobility 1946 through current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next generation submarines. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Back to Fenway Park for the top of the 5th inning. Red Sox 3-1. Blake Perkins, left-handed hitter, lead it off against Kutter Crawford, who's thrown 69 pitches here this evening. Perkins had a bunt base hit his first time, struck out his next. Here's a pitch to him on the inside corner that misses for ball 1. I beg your pardon. This is his second time. Churio struck out to end the 4th inning. And now Perkins, 1-0 pitch from Crawford is a strike. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 1-1. Red Sox a little good fortune with the bouncer by Hamilton. Couldn't pay it off with Rafael, the 1-1. On the ground to the left side, that is a diving stop by Hamilton. He'll have no chance, though. That was into the 5.5 hole, and David was playing up the middle. He did well to range over and make a little foot-first slide to get the ball, but 0 chance to get Perkins. So it's a leadoff hit for the Brewers. And for Kutter Crawford, that's the 3rd time in 5 innings first hitter's reached. And here now Bryce Turang. who squares to bunt, takes it back, and a curveball's in there for a strike. You wonder what that means about Turang's intentions. I mean, maybe he was just showing that to get Devers to really crash in at third, but a breaking ball like that's a pretty good pitch to bunt if you're trying to. 0-1. He will not bunt here. A fastball high, throw behind, and a really nice play by Smith to block that ball because that could have easily shot into right field. Long noticing that Perkins taking a big secondary lead. Harder play with a left-handed hitter like Turang in the way. That's a really nice job by Dom. 3-1 Brewers in the fifth. 1-1 the count. Leadoff man aboard. He goes. Does Perkins, and the pitch is low. Long's throw is not in time. Did he slide through the bag? No. So Perkins has a steal. That's something the Brewers do a ton of. So a man in scoring position. Pitch was a ball, by the way. And it's 2-1 to Turang. Wong and the Red Sox have been throwing so well from behind the dish, but good speed there by Perkins. So now is Turang thinking bunt. Sox think he is. They're in at the corners. No. He swings and fouls it back. And it's 2-2. Perkins' fourth steal. Huge part of their DNA. Darkening skies, it is dusk. The sit-go sign has been turned on. 2-2 is looped into shallow left field. David Hamilton back to his right is there to make the play. So Pat Murphy, Bryce Turang, they elect not to play small ball. This juncture of the game, one down. I think part of the reason they don't is because here comes William Contreras.
He got a hold of one, of course, last time up, but I'm not sure Crawford did anything terribly wrong. I think it was a cutter that stayed straight, but this guy is just so dialed in right now. He might be the best player that not enough people are talking about.
Cutter throws here, and he misses, probably on purpose with a cut fastball. And it's 1-0. He's certainly the guy in this order you fear the most. He's just been on an unreal tear. 8th homer. He's driven in now 42 runs. What an eye-popping number that is. The 1-0. Swinging a foul. On the first base side, it is 1-1. Yes, RBIs are a dependent stat. You need opportunities. But that's the fourth most in the game. Ozuna with 47. Alec Boehm, 46. Then Jose Ramirez, RBI machine, with 45. 1-1 pitch. That's in there. Good fastball in the inside corner. That's confidence and courage wrapped up into one. Against a guy who hit a homer against you last time, to come in with a fastball, Contreras is furious with himself for not offering it. Shaking at his head. 1-2 with a runner at second and one down in this fifth inning. And Contreras, I think he's still not over it. He's going to ask for time. Soto is right behind Contreras with 41 driven in. 1-2. Slider that misses outside. And Juan Soto today, back in San Diego, met with a lot of the writers out there, and after kind of a disappointing run, he was pretty clear that he's going to listen to everyone in free agency. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Swing and a sawed-off foul on the third base side. Nice play at the pavilion level. It stays 2-2.
Yeah, Juan Soto consistently throughout his career, every time he nears free agency, it's almost always a bet on yourself mentality for him. So no surprise he's going to be open to all offers.
And Hal Steinbrenner said this week the Yankees are going to cut payroll. 2-2 is outside. Cutter wanted that pitch, did not get it. And it's 3-2. We've, of course, not yet seen the Yankees other than in spring training. I would sort of like that to be a one-year stint in the Bronx.
I thought I dreamed that headline. He really said the Yankees are cutting payroll?
He did. 3-2. Pitch is low. He walked him, did Crawford. Pitching delicately to Contreras. Not the end of the world. Double play in play now. Second walk for Crawford. And now with 2 on and 1 out, here comes Christian Yelich. That did not go over very well with the Yankee fan base. They're off to this historically great start, 35-17. Now a 3-game lead over the Orioles. Sox 8 back. Soto's been a huge part of that. Big sequence here. The pitch to Yelich, curveball, hammered high and deep into left center field. Long run for Rafaela. He's got no chance. It short hops the base of the wall. One run is in, and they will hold Contreras at third. It's a double off the 379 marker for Yelich, and the Brewers lead it 4-1.
Well, he doesn't have a homer yet since coming off the injured list. He missed those 20 games with a back strain, but 2 triples recently. Now the double, starting to look like the old Christian Yelich again. And he gets a breaking ball toward the outside half of the plate. You mentioned earlier, Crawford only throws that to lefties. Yelich, the lefty, he waited back on it and sent it about 380 feet toward the monster.
Well, nobody can ever be as good as Crawford was in his first 6 starts, but the drop-off the last few has been real noticeable. And this becomes now a real crossroads for him this part of the season, his 11th start. He's now thrown 63 innings, and remember, this is a guy who in his career has really not thrown a ton of innings, and you wonder whether it is possible that he's hitting a little bit of a wall here as the season turns to the end of May.
Remember the question in spring training, can he start going deeper into games? He averaged 4.2 innings per outing a season ago.
Now the infield in for Willy Adames. Second and third, the pitch is high. Ball 1. Brennan Bernardino is up in the bullpen for the Red Sox. A lot of loud contact. 1-0 the pitch. That's a strike. Kutter, top of the zone, and it's 1-1. If it were not for the diving Rafaela play in left center field, this could have been worse for Kutter. But he's really hunkered in here, trying to limit the damage. 1-1. Popped up foul. Toward us, short of us, and it's 1-2. And obviously now thinking strikeout all the way with Adames, who has struck out and fly to center. Impressive swing from Yelich. Lefties have not done much at all against Kutter. He's thrown 88 pitches here. A drive into deep right field, certainly deep enough to get at least 1 run in, and it's going to do more than that. It bounces off the base of the wall, and 2 runs will score. Throw goes to second. It's a 2-run double for Adames, and it is 6-1 Milwaukee. Back-to-back doubles. Floodgate. He will not make it through the 5th inning. And the Brewers with a 5-run lead, I should say. And that was another breaking ball, whether a cutter or a slider, that just did not have that bite. And it was ripped into deep right field.
And Crawford, top of the zone with the cutter. And you're just going through a tough part of the order for the 3rd time. Yelich and Adames back-to-back doubles. This is a Brewers offense, remember, comes in top 5 in the league in run scoring, OPS, OBP. It's going to be a tough challenge for this pitching staff all weekend.
Tough to get away with mistakes like that. So the Red Sox in the hole here tonight, 6-1 Milwaukee. Bernardino out of the bullpen. Tell you about that when we return to Fenway after this pitching change in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Brennan Bernardino to the mound for the Red Sox here. A 3-run top of the 5th inning already for the Brewers. Still only 1 out with a runner at second base. And Crawford is gone after just 4 1/3 innings. Which, far and away, his shortest outing. Of course, I guess the second one out in L.A. 4 2/3 in which he threw 90 pitches. Here is Bernardino, who's been so good for the Sox. He misses with a curveball to the left-handed hitting Jake Bowers. And that's ball 1. Crawford, 7 hits. Walked a couple. Struck out 4. 1-0 Bernardino throws. Swing and a miss. It is inexplicable the way that the Red Sox have played for 2 years now on Friday nights at Fenway. They just don't often play well, especially coming off a road trip. You've got some momentum. 1-1, swinging a foul. It's like Earl Weaver said, momentum is as good as your next day's starting pitcher, but still just incredible. They get these crowds that file in on a hot summery night, fired up, ready to scream, and they've just not done real well on these Friday nights here. 1-2. Fouled back. And it remains 1-2. Hard to explain that.
And not like you had a red eye coming back home from St. Pete. Off day yesterday. Although the Brewers did have yesterday off as well.
Although we did walk through our doors at about 4 a.m., yes, the off day does help with the recovery. 1-2. Bernardino throws. Swinging a shot to the right side. Grissom slides to his knees, gloves, and throws to first in time. Very nicely done. That was loud, but an important second out on the play. Adames is over to third.
I've liked Grissom at second base so far. It can look a little clunky at times because his legs are so long, so when he goes down to a knee or into a slide like that, it can be a little choppy, but in the end, he's getting the job done out there at second base.
He told me he thinks it's easier than playing shortstop, which you hear from a lot of talented middle infielders. The throwing has started to look a lot more comfortable, too. Here is Joey Ortiz, who was absolutely robbed by Rafaela his first time, then singled his next. Misses with a cutter to Bernardino, and it's 1-0. Early on at second base, particularly on balls like that to his left, the throws were a little choppy. The 1-0 is smashed foul down the right field side, and it's 1-1. But he said that the transition for him is not that hard. It's starting to show. 6-1 Brewers with 2 down in the 5th inning. Bernardino, as ever, closed off set position, the 1-1. Hard chopper to short. Hamilton, nice job. Grabbing with the backhand. Low throw picked out by Smith. And the inning is over. I looked a little weird with the timing from Hamilton, but Dom Smith bails him out. Time to get the offense going. Red Sox will have Duran, Abreu, and Wong trailing by 5 here in the bottom of the 5th on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Herb Chambers is throwing heat this season with an exceptional lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Offering 35 brands and thousands of vehicles, Herb Chambers offers you the most choices when looking for your next vehicle. Game on.
When your favorite ball club looks to close out the game, they bring in a specialist. Same is true in the drain game. When Eastern Mass homeowners need drain and sewer problems expertly fixed, Drains by James is the move. Whether you need drain cleaning or repair, pipelining, or sewer repair, you can depend on Drains by James to bring the relief 24/7. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Navien tankless water heaters, the proven leader in condensing technology. Request a Navien because you deserve the best in endless hot water delivery. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand. Learn about adopting a team from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, the Red Sox could use a kickstart here. Jarren Duran, who's 2 for 2. This begins the third time through the order in the game, but just the second time that Duran will see this right-hander Bryse Wilson. Duran, Abreu, and Wong. See, the Apple TV have very similar mindset to mine. They're going to make it right for the guy who lost his popcorn out in left field as Duran takes strike one on a curveball. And it's 0-1. Trisha Whitaker's out there. Give him the whole story about the exploding popcorn. That's a pitch that Duran often hammers, a curveball, rather cutter. On the third base side, fouled off, and it's 0-2. At least it looks to me like Trisha's got a big old bucket of popcorn behind her. They're going to replace it, I would think. 0-2. Leading off the fifth inning, Duran swings and fouls it back to the screen, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, the poor guy had his popcorn bucket explode on the home run by Contreras, so adding hunger to insult. So, yeah, they made good on it. You got a brand new bag of popcorn out there.
No balls, 2 strikes to Duran. 6-1 Brewers. That only seems fitting to pitch. Swinging a liner down the left field side, and that is going to dunk in for another hit. Duran's thinking 2. He stopped and restarts, and he's into second base with a double. And, yes, indeed, the Angry Lizard is at second base to lead off the fifth. How about that? He's now 30 for 50 on balls hit to the opposite field. Even I can do that math. 600 average the other way. Thanks to Joe Weil for that. He's into scoring position to lead it off.
This is 26th extra base hit, which is more than any other guy batting the leadoff in the major leagues. Just ahead of Gunnar Henderson and Mookie Betts.
He's been unreal. So here's Wilyer Abreu. Feels like a key at bat here. The pitch is fouled back. He was ready to rip. Fastball top of the zone. And that is strike one. The code word of the game, back home. All one word, BACKHOME. Enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Oh, and 1. Abreu struck out twice. Here he pops it up, foul side of third, but it will make the seats. And it's quickly 0-2. You start to see Duran on all these leaderboards, and it's names like Ohtani and Betts and Tucker in terms of slug and extra base hits, total bases. He's really becoming one of the most valuable players in the whole sport. Lead-off double. He's at second, and the pitch is way high and outside to Abreu, and it's 1-2.
And for Wilyer, second time today has been immediately behind 0-2, so glad he battles back in by taking ball 1 there. But they're going right after him today. See if he stays aggressive.
This happened in stretches this season, 1-2. Here's swing and a miss, a cutter, and he strikes out for the third time. In the beginning of the season, going all the way back to spring training, he had a ton of that in his game, a lot of swing and miss. I hope he'll break out of that. So with 1 down, here comes Connor Wong for Wilyer. That is his 41st strikeout, 4th most on the team. Here's Wong. Pitch way outside. All of a sudden, Wilson is having some bad misses. Looked on his hand as if he lost grip of that baseball. Wong has walked and flied to right. 6-1 Milwaukee in this 5th inning. Sox desperate for offense here. 1-0 the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the left side. Ortiz has it. He throws to first in time to get Wong. 2 down. Duran over to third.
You're right about the misses from Wilson. Pretty good command, though, entering this inning. And I think what makes it tough on a guy like Abreu, he's not overpowering velocity-wise, but he can tunnel the cutter and the sinker going in different directions, late movement. It doesn't really look all that impressive coming out of Wilson's hand, but by the time it gets to the plate, he's getting whiffs, and like we saw from Wong, some pretty weak contact.
This would be a spot where Raffy could put a charge into this place. He takes a really good curveball at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Celebrate Memorial Day with this red-hot cherry sale today through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market. Fresh cherries, only $2.97 a pound. You use the digital coupon. 0-1 to Devers. That's a little bit high and outside. And it's 1-1. I like that the sale is red hot. I don't necessarily need my cherries red hot. 1-1 to Devers, who's been red hot. Pitch, swing and a miss. He was thinking about going deep there. That was a cutter, but it was up and above the zone. He's not done a lot of that, Devers. I know you'd love a bolt here, but this stage of the game, even to just get Duran home from third would be important. But they're 2 outs, and now the count is 1-2 with Anderson warming. The pitch is strike 3 call. Raffy didn't think so, but that was on the corner, and it was strike 3. 6-1 Brewers through 5 in the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Town Fair Tire is New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer with over 600,000 tires in stock. So we sell Continental tires at prices so low they can't be beat. We guarantee it. Plus, when you buy Continental tires at Town Fair, we give you more free services for life than any other dealer. For the guaranteed best deal on Continental tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Let love bloom in a brand new 2024 Subaru Forester with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Buy with 1.9% financing for up to 48 months or lease for just $319 per month. All things grow with love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Celebrate Memorial Day with his Red Hot Cherry Sale. Today through Monday at Shaw's in Star Market. Pick up fresh cherries for only $2.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon limit 2 bags. Shaw's in Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
We'll go to the 6th inning. Milwaukee leads the Red Sox 6-1, and Chase Anderson comes into the game for the Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. Schedule your free pickup at 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. All right, carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray. Red Sox in need of a comeback. Woo Sox tonight in Worcester, Mass. At Polar Park, taking on the top prospect in baseball, Jackson Holliday. The only guy competing with him, I guess, for the top spot is Jackson Chourio. He is due up second in this 6th inning in the Herb Chambers batting order for the Brewers. And that's brought to you by Herb Chambers Bentley, Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo of Boston. First pitch for Chase Anderson. He spins one on the outside corner. A curveball to Sal Frelick, who lined out to left in the 2nd and grounded out to 3rd in the 4th. Next pitch is swung on and tipped foul. So Kutter Crawford allowed 6 runs on 7 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts in 4 1/3, his shortest outing of the year. And Brendan Bernardino able to get the last 2 outs of the 5th on groundouts. So bottom third of the order for Anderson, bulk reliever. The 0-2. Frelick takes a bit low, changeup at 84. 13th appearance of the season for Anderson, 0-1 with a 4.98 ERA, 11 Ks, 8 walks, and 21 2/3 innings. Pitch is swung on and chopped over the mound, charging from shortstop Hamilton, able to handle a short hop in front of the bag and throws him out at first base. Nice play by David Hamilton, and there is one away in the 6th. Now, the first 10 games of the season when Hamilton played shortstop, he committed 3 errors. Doesn't have any sense. It hasn't been perfect at shortstop anyway, but an important first out here in the 6th inning. Frelick is 0 for 3 in his homecoming. Jackson Chourio doubled and scored in the 3rd, struck out swinging in the 4th. Both ABs against Kutter Crawford. First pitch swing and a grounder to third base, handled by Rafi Devers, who was playing even with the bat because of Chourio's speed, and he's got plenty of time to throw him out. So 2 up, 2 down for Chase Anderson. Base is empty for Blake Perkins, who has 2 singles and 2 runs scored today. A couple of 3-run rallies for Milwaukee have added up to the 6-1 lead near the top of the 6th. They got a sac fly from Bryce Terang in the 3rd. That was followed up by a William Contreras 2-run homer over the Monster. And then in the 5th, back-to-back RBI doubles. Yelich knocked in 1. Adames drove in 2. First offering to the 9-hitter Blake Perkins misses outside 1-0. 5 hits for the Red Sox through 5 innings as Perkins takes a strike, a cutter from Anderson on the inside corner. Jarren Duran has 3 of those 5 hits, 2 singles and a double. Dominic Smith and David Hamilton have the others. 1-1 is at the knees. Good looking changeup that time, so it's a ball and 2 strikes on Perkins. Batting from the left side against the quick working righty Chase Anderson. The kick and the 1-2 pitch outside. Red Sox baseball brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Get going during SUV season by joining the Bronco family or get a great offer on America's best-selling trucks. F-Series, the official truck of the Red Sox. Base is empty, 2 down, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a bouncer to second base. Vaughn Grissom is there moving in, slings it to first in time. And Chase Anderson has a 1-2-3 10-pitch inning to get through the 6th. But it's still Milwaukee 6, Red Sox 1 after 5.5 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's time to start finding things we need for the summer. Don't forget to break out the floating beer pong table. It's also time to find money for the summer that you may have coming to you don't even know about. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and it's free.
This is Danielle Ferrier at Heading Home. We are a leading provider of emergency shelter and housing for children and adults experiencing homelessness. Today, we are facing a housing crisis in Massachusetts, which is why we've teamed up with community partners like Northern Bank.
This is Michelle Arnold at Northern Bank. We are committed to supporting impactful programs in our communities. Together, we're working to give everyone a safe place to call home. Visit headinghomeinc.org today to see how you can help. Northern Bank, member FDIC.
I'm Dan Morgan. One question many people wonder is, does the law firm I hire for my injury case matter? Of course it does. At Morgan & Morgan, we've invested millions into making sure your experience from first call to your settlement is so easy. You can literally start your case right from your couch in just a few clicks. You'll also be able to text your case staff and lawyer anytime you need. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. Injured? The choice is easy.
There's lots of things to celebrate this month, from Mother's Day to Memorial Day to finding money that you didn't even know you had. Hey, it's Greg. You could have unclaimed property from a forgotten savings account or an uncashed payroll check or a refund check that was never sent. It is estimated that 1 out of every 10 people have unclaimed property. My name is on the list and yours could be as well. It will take 30 seconds only to look for your name. If you file a claim online, you can print the claim form from your inbox. Findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, it's easy, and it's free.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Red Sox come into this homestand with 4 consecutive wins, but they trail 6-1 into the bottom of the 6th against the NL Central leading Milwaukee Brewers. Still Bryse Wilson on the mound, the scheduled starter today, who came in after 2 outs in the first following the opener, Jared Koenig. He'll get Tyler O'Neill righty on righty, and the first pitch is a fastball in for a strike. It is O'Neill and Smith and Grissom after him. 5, 6, and 7 in the Herb Chambers batting order here in the bottom of the 6th. Righty on righty, Wilson's 70th pitch is a curveball strike, top of the zone, 0-2. That's how it's going lately for Tyler O'Neill. Always seems to have to battle back into these counts. He has 2 swinging strikeouts so far, both against Bryse Wilson. 0-2 pitch, called third strike. That's a cutter right on the outside half. O'Neill disagrees with Brian Knight, but that's a 3-pitch strikeout as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray. Dominic Smith at the plate. Here in the bottom of the 6th, they will take a first pitch cut fastball on the outside edge. So they say. Smith has a strikeout, a single, and a run scored today. Base is empty, 1 down in the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly to center field, sending Perkins back toward the warning track. Turns around at the wall, and this one is gone! Dominic Smith, the solo shot. Number 1 in Boston for the big fella. It goes 4-10 to dead center. And it's a 6-2 ball game. The Red Sox back within 4.
There have been some signs of that lately for Dom. Louder contact. Red Sox have hit a bunch of home runs lately. Time to get traffic aboard before them.
First offering to Vaughn Grissom is a curveball low. Yeah, with all the success they've had with men in scoring position, they're 1 for 7 today in those spots. 1-0. That's downstairs again at 93. 2 balls, no strikes. Smith turned on an 87-mile-an-hour cutter. 2-0. Grissom hits one hard on the ground right into the glove of the pitcher Wilson. It popped out of the mitt but stays with him. He'll pick it up and throw out Vaughn Grissom. So a strikeout and a ground out sandwiched around the home run. There are 2 down, base is empty, and here's David Hamilton.
Left-handed action up in the Milwaukee bullpen. Clearly hoping Wilson can get them through this 6th inning, but if it gets to the big hitters at the top of the order, it'll be done for him for sure.
David Hamilton at the plate. He's the only guy with a hit with runners in scoring position today. He tucked a double down the third base line to score Smith in the 4th. First pitch was a cutter for a strike. Into the windup, the 0-1 from Wilson. That's a wave and a miss. Curveball in on the hands. It's the first big league home run for Dominic Smith since September 29th at Atlanta when he was a member of the Washington Nationals. He spent just about all year with the Nats. Pitch is grounded hard toward the middle and through to center field. A base hit for David Hamilton. He's 2 for 3 tonight. You can just see the confidence growing. He told us before the game it doesn't quite feel like he belongs yet. He still wants to get better and better, and it feels like every day he's doing just that.
Brian Hudson, the lefty, is up in the bullpen. That's a good pitch, and he just stayed with it, ripped it up the middle. This will be Wilson's last hitter one way or the other. You got Duran, and then it would be Abreu, although not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but if this rally really erupts, I think that would be it for Williard. You'd see Rob Refsnyder, but be that as it may, with the righty Rafaela on the mound, for now I think we can be sure that this is it for Wilson.
No, you're right, though. Abreu has not seen the ball well out of Wilson's hand today. As Rafaela will bat, he stranded a pair in scoring position in the 4th when he fouled out to the first baseman. First pitch, swinging a pop-up again. For the third baseman, Joey Ortiz calls everybody off, walking toward the pitcher's mound and makes the catch. It took a few late steps to his left to make it interesting, but he'll squeeze it. Rafael is 0 for 3, and the Woo Sox are done in the 6th. But a solo home run from Dominic Smith makes it a 6-2 ball game. Milwaukee's in front after 6 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey baseball fans, Will Fleming here. Are you tired of your home siding striking out? Enter AZEK Exteriors, the #1 brand with pros for premium exterior trim and the ultimate pinch hitter against rot and ongoing maintenance. Introducing AZEK's new bevel and shake siding, engineered to withstand the toughest weather conditions. With AZEK, you can achieve the classic beauty of traditional cedar siding, but without all the ongoing maintenance. Stay ahead of the game with siding from AZEK Exteriors. Visit azekexteriors.com to order samples and learn more today.
New Englanders know that for towing, hauling, or heading to a ball game, their Ford dealers are their truck headquarters. For a full lineup that works hard and plays harder, F-Series, featuring the all-new F-150 and Super Duty, the best-selling truck for 47 straight years, the turbocharged Ranger, and the compact Maverick. Built Ford tough and the official truck of your Boston Red Sox. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Celebrate Memorial Day with this red-hot cherry sale. Hey, it's Lou. Today through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market, you can pick up fresh cherries for only $2.97 a pound. When you use the digital coupon, you're limited to 2 bags. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals. You earn points on every purchase. If you're short on time, order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on this 4-day cherry sale. Ripe and ready for cherry cheesecake, cherry cobbler, and fresh cherries in a bowl. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox Radio Pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, in Soonan, Warwick, or at nespas.com.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
6-2 Milwaukee. Red Sox back within 4 after the first Red Sox home run for Dominic Smith. And for every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, the Red Sox Radio Network will donate $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids or go to carsforkids.com. First pitch from Chase Anderson to Bryce Terang here in the top of the 7th is low. That's Cars with a K. It is the top of the Herb Chambers batting order for Milwaukee as the 1-0 misses inside. We got Bryce Terang leading off, William Contreras after him, and then Christian Yelich in the hole. Anderson winds and deals a fastball strike on the outside edge, 2-1. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Chevrolet of Danvers. 2-1. Terang hits one on the ground to the shortstop. Hamilton handles the hop near his belt and fires a fastball to first in plenty of time. And Terang is retired. Terang is 0 for 3 with a sac fly tonight. So that's 4 up, 4 down for Chase Anderson. Kutter Crawford allowed 6 runs and 4 1/3. And the fastball velocity wasn't consistently at 93-94 like we're used to seeing. William Contreras took advantage of that with a 2-run home run in the 3rd. And he watches a first pitch cutter miss outside, 1-0. He also walked and scored on a Christian Yelich double in the 5th. 1-0 pitch is a bit high. 2 balls and no strikes as the fastball missed. Each team has 7 hits, but they've been more opportune for Milwaukee. 2-0 pitch. That clips the outside corner with a cutter.
Instacart shopper thoughts. Avocado edition.
If I had a time machine, I wouldn't go back in time to ride a dinosaur or hang out with George Washington. I'd go forward 3 days from now to see this avocado perfectly ripe just in time for Jeff to make his guac. But hey, that's just me.
Download the Instacart app and we'll overthink shopping for you. Get free delivery on your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
But just louder contact. 9 swings and misses in 89 pitches. Most of those came on his cut fastball.
2-2 from Anderson. That one dips low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Contreras, the 2-run shot. Adames, a 2-run double. The day started with an error. He did well to induce a double play ball off the very next batter. 3-2 pitch from Anderson. Swinging a hot smash right side. That's a base hit down in front of Willie Abreu. So it's a 1-out single the other way for William Contreras, who is having a phenomenal day at Fenway. Walk, single, homer, and he scored every time he's been aboard. First base runner allowed by Chase Anderson so far. Through an inning and a third, he's thrown 20 pitches, 12 strikes. And now he's got to deal with Christian Yelich, who seems to be heating up. On the left side, he'll take a fastball off the outside edge, and some well-deserved headlines for Jarren Duran. Earlier this week, he had a game where he homered and stole home, but it wasn't a straight steal of home. Christian Yelich pulled that one off. Catcher down in Miami was throwing it too slow back to the mound, so he sprinted home from third. 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. Guess that hadn't happened since Scott Podsednik for the Brewers in 2003, a straight steal of home. I've seen Jarren Duran do that in AAA Worcester, though, so it's not like he can't.
With the same catcher that was behind the plate the other day.
Right. 1-1 pitch is up and in. He limbos out of the way for ball 2.
To tell you how, we kind of classify these things, the most recent Red Sox player to do that, homer and steal home in the same game, was Mike Napoli.
I went back and watched that highlight. Very entertaining to see him lumber home from third. 2-1 is sprayed foul. That was also a first and third situation, and they had the runner picked off of first base, but he got into a rundown, and that allowed Napoli to sneak home. But graceful as ever, the throw beat him. He avoided the tag with a nice slide. 2014 season. 1 on, 1 out. Anderson facing Yelich. Brewers lead 6-2 and batting here in the 7th. And the 2-2 is a changeup low, so 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yelich had an RBI double his last time up, so he needs 3 more for 300 in his career. Payoff pitch. Swinging a grounder past the dive of Smith at first base into right field. Another base knock. Up to second, Contreras. Yelich goes to first, so he's been aboard in 3 of 4 plate appearances today. And, well, Milwaukee's not going to take the foot off the gas. There was a cut fastball from Anderson toward the inside part of the plate, but not too much of the strike zone, and it's 2 on with 1 down for Willie Adames.
This is a spot where Alex Cora leaned on the railing and made eye contact with Rafi Devers and said, hey, go talk things over with Chase. They want to give him a little bit of a breather as Adames is set to hit. Pretty heady spot. Try to cool him off a little bit. This Brewers offense just keeps coming.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox. Well, important here for Anderson to keep those runners on the bases if they want any chances of coming back late. Already a 4-run lead, top 7 for Milwaukee. First pitch to Adames is a cut fastball just outside. Anderson's got to keep these hitters honest. 27 pitches, just 15 strikes so far. Facing his former team, the Milwaukee Brewers. 1-0 pitch is fouled back.
Well, they got 2 lefties up to the Brewers. Brian Hudson, in case it stays right here. You got Duran, Abreu, Wong, Devers. 2 up in the bottom of this 7th. But if it gets out of hand, they got Hobie Milner up as well.
A really deep and talented bullpen. First and second, 1 out, and the 1-1 bounces in there, and a nice block from Connor Wong. You're right, though. Top of the order in the bottom of the 7th for the Red Sox, and that's where the damages happened. At least Jarren Duran's trying to set the table for the big bats after him. He's 3 for 3, but has not scored a run yet. Yelich at first, Contreras at second, and the 2-1 to Adames skips in there again, so 3-1. Anderson And he made over 100 starts for Milwaukee from 2016 to 2019. 590 innings for the Brew Crew. A 3.83 ERA, but now he's a long man for the Red Sox. A look back at second now, the 3-1 pitch. That just misses outside, and the bases are loaded. 2 singles and a walk with 1 away. And nowhere to put Jake Bauers as he heads to the batter's box.
Yeah, well, he's just fallen behind hitters way too much. All 4 of the hitters in this inning have seen a 2-1 count. He got away with it, a hard ground ball to short from Terang, but single walk, and game in the crosshairs right now.
I'd love a K from a guy who isn't necessarily known for swing and miss. Just 11 strikeouts in 22 innings this year for Chase Anderson. Double play would work as well. Devers in at third, and the first pitch to Bauers is just high. Tried the cutter again, but it's betraying him command-wise so far. Bauers 0 for 3. First time facing Anderson, though. The kick and the 1-0. That one's high. Cutter again. Could not find the top of the zone, and some grumbling from the Fenway faithful as Anderson's strike rate is now down below 50%. Bases loaded, 6-2 Milwaukee, top 7, 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. Might have got some help from home plate umpire Brian Knight as well. Outside corner at 94. Bases full of Brewers. 1 down in the 2-1 pitch. Foul back. Cutter in on the hand, so he's got 2-2 on Bauers. Ortiz waiting on deck, and then Frelick after him. Dominic Smith hit a solo home run in the bottom of the 6th to draw the Red Sox within 4. But they have largely been neutralized by Bryse Wilson. 2-2 pitch. That's low with a changeup. It's probably your one chance to get a swing and miss. Now with the bases loaded in a 3-2 pitch. We got a cutter that has not been consistent. See if he tries the 4-seamer. With a 3-2 to Bauers. Tipped into the catcher's mitt, strike 3. It's the cutter, and Bauers couldn't get it. And a big hold from Connor Wong to complete the K and get the second out of the inning.
Yeah, I think Bauers would probably like another look at that. That got a ton of the zone, but far enough to the outside edge. And as you said, good job to squeeze it by Wong. One more bullet to dodge.
It's Joey Ortiz. First pitch to him is in for a strike. The 7th inning is sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The exclusive Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program will help you grow and manage your paint business. Brewers by 4, top of the 7th. Bases loaded, 2 down, the 0-1 pitch. Check swing on a sweeper, and it gets the inside corner, so nothing in 2. Ortiz is 1 for 3. He should be 2 for 3 with a double or even a triple, if not for the catch of the year so far by Cedon Rafaela, laying out in deep left center field. Righty on righty. Anderson's 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him chasing a sweeper. Anderson loads and leaves him loaded as we go to the stretch. And the Red Sox still within striking distance. 6-2 Milwaukee after 6.5. And a big escape for Chase Anderson on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
40% of the male population is considered big and tall. 40%. Now imagine there was a place where those 40% could buy clothes that, wait for it, fit them. Crazy, right? At DXL, we make clothes for the big and tall man that fit. DXL. Wear what you want.
Just like our hometown Legends of the Diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations, Herb Chambers offers the largest inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. You can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Come see for yourself and experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars, we help people buy them.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing. Made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver. All the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew. 30 seconds. That's it. Done. Peace.
Summer weekends are here, and it's time to celebrate with an unbelievable deal at the 99 restaurant. Head to the Nines this Friday through Monday and kick off the summer with $19.99 colossal or hot buttered lobster rolls available this weekend only. You gotta love the Nines.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Red Sox coming to bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They trailed the Brewers 6-2. It looked like this one was going to be out of reach, though, after the bases were loaded with only one down. Chase Anderson, though, struck out Bowers and Ortiz to keep the Red Sox in it. And they got the top of the order against one of the better relievers in the league this season, Brian Hudson, 27-year-old from Godfrey, Illinois. 31% strikeout rate, 2 runs allowed all year, 31 Ks against just 7 walks. So a tough test lefty on lefty for Jarren Duran, Willie Abreu, and Connor Wong in the Herb Chambers batting order. Leading off the 7th, first pitch to Duran is a fastball strike on the outside corner. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard, where a former Milwaukee Brewer, Corbin Burns, is through 3 scoreless innings in Chicago. A 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th over the White Sox for the Orioles. 0-1 to Duran. He swings and fouls one away. So quickly 0-2.
Well, I'm not going to complain about that first pitch to Duran, because if the Sox can somehow, against this great back end of the bullpen, get back in it, I think small asterisk is owed to the 2-0 pitch from Anderson that was called a strike, was clearly outside, got him out, started to get out of that jam.
That helped him K. Bowers to get the big second out. Duran is 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. The kick and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball outside at 92. The Toronto Blue Jays had won a couple in a row to get back to within 3 games of 500 and tried to rally in the 9th in Detroit with 2 runs in the final frame, but they dropped that one 6-2. Offense is still stagnant for the Blue Jays. 1-2 pitch, swinging a looper to left, falling fast. Chourio coming on, and he'll make the catch on the run. And they just do get Jarren Duran for the first time to go straight back to the dugout. He's 3 for 4. And then the Rays continue their struggles. They just dropped the decision hosting Kansas City 8-1. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. So a soft line out to left for Duran, and here's Rob Refsnyder, who takes the first pitch strike, pinch hitting for Willie Abreu. At the right-handed Refsnyder in to face the lefty Hudson. A 1, a wave and a miss. Nasty sweeper down at the shoes, and he couldn't get it. Hudson really gets on top of batters. He is 6'8", 220 pounds, and they call it extension. The additional. Connor Wong, 0 for 2 with a walk so far. From the right side, he'll swing and miss, a sweeper at 83.
This is just gross. Awesome stuff from Hudson.
Looking to follow up Bryse Wilson, who allowed 2 runs on 6 hits with a walk and 7 strikeouts in 5 1/3. 6-2 Milwaukee, bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch is way inside. Brewers got 3 in the 3rd, highlighted by a 2-run home run from William Contreras, and then 3 in the 5th. 2-run double from Willie Adames after an RBI double from Christian Yelich. 1-1 pitch, pops them in at 91, and Wong swings through it for strike 2. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan Postgame Show. Hurry in, epic offers are going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. Shop your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com. Base is empty, 2 down. The 1-2 pitch from Hudson to Wong. Swinging a grounder to first and past the dive of Bowers into right field. What a swing there from Connor Wong. He got jammed on a fastball in on the hands and muscles it the other way. He's 1 for 3 today now, and a 2-out base runner in the 7th. Remember, he had that big game-tying 2-run hit on Wednesday as part of that comeback win after being down 3-0 at the Rays. So you can spark a rally here with Devers coming up. Hudson misses outside with the first pitch. Celebrate Memorial Day with this red-hot cherry sale today through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up fresh cherries for only $2.97 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2 bags. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. It will be a 1-0 from Hudson to Devers. Tough lefty on tough lefty. And the pitch misses outside, so 2-0 for Devers. He is 0 for 3. Fly out, pop out, and strike out to this point. Koenig, the opener, and Wilson for 5 1/3. They combined to outduel Kutter Crawford. But the bullpen battle, slight edge to the Red Sox. 2-0 pitch, swinging a chopper to first, and a leap at the bag by Bowers to keep it on the infield, and a land right on first base. So Devers is 0 for 4. Wong's single is stranded, and the Brewers will keep their 6-2 lead on to the 8th inning on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Celebrate Memorial Day with his Red Hot Cherry Sale. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market, pick up fresh cherries, only $2.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon Limit 2 bags. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals that earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on this 4-day cherry sale. Ripe and ready for cherry cheesecake and fresh cherries in a bowl. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
For the 47th year in a row, Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move boats, bricks, and 2x4s. Work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and the all-new Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-Series, official truck of your Boston Red Sox and America's #1 selling trucks 47 years straight. It's a record that may never be broken until next year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
There are giants among us, and their impact is huge. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next-generation submarines. They are giants in what they do, because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com.
Summer weekends are here, and it's time to celebrate with an unbelievable deal at the 99 restaurant. Head to the 9s this Friday through Monday and kick off the summer with $19.99 colossal or hot buttered lobster rolls available this weekend only. You're gonna love the 9s.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Now 6-2 Brewers on a Friday night at Fenway that's not been a whole lot of fun. Sal Frelick, honored by his hometown of Lexington earlier today. He's 0 for 3, but his club, 4-run lead as we go to the 8th. Chase Anderson continues in the game for the Sox. Then leaning on him as Frelick takes low. Curveball. Could have been called a strike. Was not. And it's 1-0. Frelick, Churio, and Perkins. Here's a swing and a miss. Good changeup. That's the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Chevrolet of Danvers. Devers level with the bag. Off the line, the 1-1. Soft ground ball. Foul on the first base side. So you strolled around your old college campus today, huh?
I sure did, Will Fleming. Yes, it was strange because I've walked the streets around Fenway, Kenmore Square, with literally anything else planned besides going to work in the broadcast booth. It was a first-time thing.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. The 1-2 is hard on the ground at first, but on one hop, Smith goes to a knee. Thought about flipping to Chase, but instead takes it himself. Sal Frelick. He, too, thought many times about coming to work in this ballpark. He does it tonight, and he's 0 for 4.
Yeah, he had a great interview on MLB Network earlier this week. He made the joke that he's going to be paying to play this weekend, all the ticket requests he has. Apparently, he got a suite I don't know how many you can cram in here at Fenway, but they're probably over capacity to see South play.
Love it. Why not take advantage of it? Here's Jackson Churio, who doubled to center. He's 1 for 3. He takes sweeper outside, ball 1. That's cool. I mean, a full circle moment for you. Probably thought about it many, many times.
You know, I didn't put too many high expectations on life, Will, but yeah.
1-0 pitch. Up the middle hard. The second baseman Grissom behind the bag. Backhands, plants and throws to first. In time. You just wanted a roof over your head and food in your stomach?
Yeah, all that good stuff. Everyone's got their own version of the American dream. But just thinking back to being a college kid trying to rub 2 pennies together to get a ticket to see Red Sox, Yankees, we probably got to 1 or 2 games a year. And those were some of the best times during some of the best 4 years of your life.
And now you get paid to be here and do this.
That's the truth.
What a deal. Now, how much you're getting paid, that's another matter. 2 down, bases empty. Blake Perkins into the left-handed batter's box. As Red Sox on the infield, way back and over to pull. The pitch to Perkins, left-handed hitter, is a little bit outside for ball 1. Tyler's with us in Anaheim for the first time. Just a Chamber of Commerce evening for his first home affair as the 1-0 pitch misses outside, ball 2.
I think I need to upgrade my travel package to Monaco Plus because we had a great time, went to In-N-Out, but I didn't get to go on jet skis or see Bad Bunny.
Well, all circumstance, time and place. The 2-0 is outside. That's ball 3.
I need a few more years in the game. I mean, this is my 4th ever big league broadcast. Yeah. Mike Monaco, he's Bad Bunny status. I get it.
Yeah, I think he's at the SEC tournament tonight, Mike. I think Tristan Casas' brother plays for South Carolina in that event. The 3-0 is in there with a cut fastball strike, and it's 3-1.
And Pete Abraham of the Boston Globe told us today that Sal Frelick's sister plays for Duke in the College Softball World Series.
Ooh, here's a strike on the outside corner, cut fastball, and it's 3-2. That's a game I've not been able to get into. I know the popularity of that thing is totally soaring. It's telecast all over the place.
You're talking about softball?
Yes.
Great game. That was the first ever quasi-baseball broadcast I did. Freshman year BU softball.
3-2. Swinging a pop foul. The seats on the left field side. Count stays full. It's a remarkable game. Just seems like, for me anyway, just too dominated by the pitchers.
Well, ball's in play. It's a much faster game, of course.
3-2. Ball 4. He walked him with a cutter down and in, so that's a no-no. He loses Perkins. Stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show. Joe Weil is here. Hopefully after a Red Sox win, they need a big comeback to do that. Hurry in. Epic offers are going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. Shop your local Nissan store, nissanusa.com. 6-2 Brewers. 2 down, 1 on in the top of the 8th inning. Henderson facing Bryce Terang. Lefty throws, and Terang takes a strike. Well, Brian Knight has been giving that pitch for the last few innings. Anything away to lefties. That was a good ball or 2 off the plate, but called a strike 0-1. Runner goes. This pitch is high. Wong's throw is not in time. 1 hop throw. Hamilton sort of gloved it in front of the bag, tried to sweep the tag back. So the running Brewers, 2 for 2 in steal attempts, and both of them Perkins.
Yeah, got a pretty good jump here on Anderson, and Hamilton did everything right. Of course, you have to set up on the bottom side of the bag now. They're going to call obstruction a lot more this year, so it takes a little further to tag him.
We haven't seen that one yet. The 1-1 is popped up. We've seen everything else this week. On the right side, Hamilton and Grissom come together. Vaughn is there to make the play. The walk and the steal do not hurt Anderson and the Sox, but they trail by 4 runs. It'll be O'Neill, Smith, and Grissom. 6-2 Brewers. Bottom 8 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Elevate the moment when you're enjoying good food and friends with Vanity Fair napkins, as life's biggest and smallest moments are often defined by the details. Vanity Fair is that small but essential touch that makes any mealtime a bit more special, with just the right combination of style and performance. And with Vanity Fair's newly refreshed packaging, every occasion is now even more stylish. With the entertaining season upon us, pick up a few packages of Vanity Fair paper napkins, including their 200 count. Vanity Fair. Elevate every day.
Hey, Boston fans. The only thing worse than a pitcher running out of gas on the mound is your old phone running out of storage for your photos in the stands. Switch to Verizon and get a great deal on the new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage for all the ballpark pics you want. Just trade in your iPhone to any model in any condition, so you feel like you're winning, even when your team's not. Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on the iPhone 15 Pro with Unlimited Ultimate and all the storage you need. Get the network you want on the iPhone you love, only on Verizon.
At 110 Grill, you'll find modern American cuisine in a trendy, casual atmosphere. Visit one of 110 Grill's 36 locations all throughout New England, where you can enjoy favorites like pulled pork mac and cheese, chicken caprese, steak tips, and so much more. The 110 Grill menu features the freshest ingredients, and 100% of their core menu can be made gluten-free. 110 Grill is an official partner with the Red Sox Radio Network. Visit 110grill.com for more information.
Arbella Insurance has been serving the New England community for over 35 years. Being your neighbor helps Arbella provide you the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, in some ways, times are so good, so good. A beautiful Boston night. Not so much on the scoreboard, and not because this monster of a lefty, Brian Hudson, remains on the mound for the Brew Crew. See Tyler O'Neill, who has struck out in 6 consecutive plate appearances. He's in. Pitch. Strike with a fastball on the outside corner. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show. Hurry in. Epic offers going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. 0-1. Pitch. O'Neill takes a ball a little bit outside. Orioles, after a long rain delay in Chicago, lead 1-0 over the White Sox in the 5th. 1-1. Here's the pitch. O'Neill takes a strike. Sweeper. It is 1-2. A ridiculous call ended that game last night. The White Sox had 2 men on with 1 out in the 9th inning. They were trailing in the game. The infield fly rule was called. 1-2. Pitch. Check swing and a fastball high, and it's 2-2. And the umpires ruled that Gunnar Henderson was obstructed trying to catch the pop-up. I mean, it's a judgment call. It doesn't have to be intentional, but seemed like a big reach to end the game on that call. 2-2. O'Neill rips one but foul on the third base line.
I just wish we could have heard what your reaction would have been on the air during a call like that. A man who doesn't pull punches, which is why we love him, Will Fleming.
I probably wouldn't have been that pleased about it.
Yeah, just a base runner backing up into a base, not seeing the shortstop behind him. There was slight contact. Game over because of interference.
2-2 to O'Neill, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 7 straight appearances with a punch out for O'Neill. This guy, Hudson, is really, really tough. The Giants are in Queens tonight playing the New York Mets, and that game just got turned on its head. It was 6-3 in the 8th inning when Patrick Bailey came up and hit a grand slam. Garrett Cooper is going to pinch hit for Dom Smith here. 1 out in the 8th, 6-2 Brewers. Pitch. Cooper rips it to short right at Adames. 1 pitch. He is gone. It'll bring up Grissom. That is all part of the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let Love Bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Cubs were in St. Louis. They were rained out. The Reds, who've really had difficulty scoring runs of late, got a big home run from Jonathan India. And in the 7th inning, they lead the Dodgers 9-5. Kansas City, what a year they're having. They blasted the Rays 8-1. 2 down. Here's Grissom. Bases clear. The pitch to him just down and in. Sweeper, and it's ball 1. Milwaukee is out. Hit Boston 9-8. Outscored him 6-2. 1-0 to Vaughn. Here's the pitch. Swinging a blooper in a shallow right field. It is sinking, but on the run, a little bit of a dive and an excellent play out there by Frelick to take one away from Grissom. Sox go down in order in the 8th. Brewers to bat in the top of the 9th, leading 6-2 on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Business. It's not a 9-to-5 proposition. It's all day and into the night. It's all the things that keep this world turning. And behind every one of these businesses is a partner like Comcast Business helping to keep it all moving. It's why the local flower shop and your favorite pizza joint, the startup and the stadium, hospitals and hotels, banks and restaurants nationwide. All these businesses choose the advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and round-the-clock trusted partnership from Comcast Business. From Main Street to Wall Street, our people are powering the businesses that power it all. So when you're ready to unlock what's possible for your business, there's no one better to answer the call. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
It's the Ford SUV Season Sales Event at your local Ford dealer. That's where you'll find great offers across the entire Ford SUV lineup, including Ford Escape, Expedition, the Built Wild Ford Bronco, and America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Hurry in for amazing offers across a huge selection. This is Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Based on S&P Global Mobility 1946 through current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and soon in Warwick, or at nespas.com.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Chase Anderson stays in the game for the 9th inning. Red Sox leaning on him. 6-2 Brewers lead. Man of the moment, William Contreras leads it off. He's homered, walked, and singled. His 2-run blast in the 3rd inning really broke the game open. Sox made it a 3-1 game in the 4th, but then 3 more runs in the 5th. Here is Contreras again. He takes a cutter from Anderson outside for ball 1. Pretty typical weekend at Fenway where you got the 3 different start times. 1-0, swing and a miss, good change. 4:10 tomorrow, Pivetta and Colin Ray. And then Sunday, 1:35 with Houck. Brewers have yet to announce a starter. Woodruff remains on the injured list, so too Devin Williams. 1-1 is low. Brewers bullpen for years has been great, in large part because of Williams, but they found a way to keep it going even without him. And we just saw one of the main reasons why. Here's a 2-1 line drive in a shallow center field. Coming in is Rafaela. He is so smooth out there. On the run, he makes the play.
And you talk about TBD for their starter on Sunday. And the Brewers, maybe they're kindred spirits with the Red Sox because they've had to use now 11 different starters this season because of all the rotation injuries. DL Hall, you said Brandon Woodruff, Joe Ross, Wade Miley, Jacob Janis. It is not the opening day starting rotation they expected.
And they've persevered. Here's Yelich, set a big night. He takes outside ball one. I think the righty up in their bullpen is Mitch White. Payamps is the closer nowadays, and now he begins to throw. It's a 4-run Brewer lead. A pitch to Yelich for a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Injuries are just an inevitable part of the game these days. I mean, Baltimore now without Dean Kramer. He went on to the IL today. 1-1. Little blooper to shallow left field. It's going to fall for a hit. Duran has no choice but to play it on one hop. And Yelich has hits in 3 straight at bats, and he's on base for the 4th time.
This is bad news for the rest of the weekend. He's just seemed to find it lately. And for the Brewers, he raises their ceiling. If he's healthy, if he's getting on base, putting pressure on defenses, this is your everyday 3-hitter. And it sounds like he doesn't want to be a DH every day. That's what he is right now as he gets back into a flow.
So here now, Willie Adames, and he drives one high and deep in a left center field. Rafaela back to the 379, and he can only watch it hit the Moderna sign. Cedon plays the carom beautifully. The throw comes to Grissom, but it is a wall ball double for Adames. And here come the Brewers again. They've got him at second and third.
Hey, part of your Fenway home field advantage is that Yelich didn't get a great read on this. You knew the whole way, well, this is going to be way up the monster, and maybe Yelich should have been all the way home. And a great relay, as you said, from Rafael to get it back in off the, you said, the very top of the Moderna sign.
Now they're going to put Jake Bauers on, are the Red Sox. And they'll elect to face Joey Ortiz instead. Yelich and Garrett Cooper, who just had a little chat over at first base, missed each other in Miami by 1 year. Here's Ortiz, who's looked comfortable at the plate tonight, but he's only 1 for 4. Big spot once again. Bases loaded. The pitch is a strike. Fastball he just laid right in there. 0-1. Just figure if the Red Sox won't have any chance in this one, they need to escape. 0-1. Now 11 hits for Milwaukee. The pitch. Chopper foul to third. We don't see the Brewers here very often at Fenway, and one of the most entertaining things is their nameplate on the manual scoreboard in left field. Too many letters to spell the whole thing out. They don't abbreviate it, really. They just kind of truncate it. 0-2, the pitch. Little liner into shallow center field. Rafaela's got it lined up. Tagging at third is Yelich. He's going to try to come home. The throw is a little late. Foot first slide. And it's a sac fly for Ortiz. Good play, good throw, but Yelich too quick down the third base line, and it's 7-2 Milwaukee. Loud contact in this inning. That was not hit all that hard, but had just enough carry. In the end, Wong kind of dropped the throw. It arrived at the same moment as Yelich. Swiped the tag. It popped out of the glove, and left knee got the outside part of the plate ahead of the tag. Here's Sal Frelick. He's looking for a big moment. He's got a chance here. Second and third is a changeup. Misses outside. Ball 1. No matter what, Cedon is awesome to watch in the outfield. 1-0 in front of many in a suite. Frelick takes a strike. 1-1. With what the major league minimum is these days, Sal can afford a suite tonight. The 1-1. Ground ball to the right side. Grissom has it. Throws to first. In time, the inning is over. Tough night for the Lexington kid, but not for his club. They lead 7-2. Bottom of the 9 is next. Brewers ahead at Fenway on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Step up to the plate this season with Herb Chambers. We offer the largest selection of cars, trucks, EVs, and SUVs in New England. With 35 brands and so many convenient locations, finding your next vehicle at Herb Chambers is a real game changer.
This is Danielle Ferrier at Heading Home. We are a leading provider of emergency shelter and housing for children and adults experiencing homelessness. Today, we are facing a housing crisis in Massachusetts, which is why we've teamed up with community partners like Winchester Cooperative Bank.
This is Steve Stewart at Winchester Cooperative Bank. As a community bank, we're committed to supporting programs that make a positive impact on our neighbors in need. We've teamed up with Heading Home to address the crisis of housing. Together, we are working to give everyone a safe place to call home. Winchester Cooperative Bank, member FDIC, member DIF.
Hi, Christian here, and I'm smiling. Why? Because I finally found a solution for my ankle pain. I've dealt with ankle pain throughout my career, and no matter what I did, the pain never went away. It just got worse, and nothing worked until I found Ortho Laser New England. After just a few 15-minute treatments, my ankle pain has already improved, and it's on its way to being pain-free. I love it. Ortho Laser is New England's exclusive laser, which stimulates intracellular activity in your damaged cells. And basically, it just heals your joint from within without needles or surgery. Does it hurt? Not a bit. And it doesn't cost thousands. And man, I tell you what, it works great. I've been skipping around this studio like I'm a kid. Whether you have an old joint injury, new injury, or arthritis, choose Ortho Laser New England. Multiple New England locations. I go to the one in Dedham, so close to my house, or you can check them out online at ortholaserne.com. That's ortholaser with a Z-N-E.com.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Joel Payamps is going to come on to pitch for the Milwaukee Brewers. Stay away from McGill, the flame-throwing closer. For now, it's 7-2. Brewers lead. Payamps, who briefly flirted with the Red Sox a couple seasons ago, and all over the game. You see David Hamilton to lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the pitch to him, and Hammy takes a slider on the inside corner for strike one. One is ripped into right field, and David Hamilton having himself a night. He stays hot. He's got his third hit and a good start in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, Payamps, he's got some okay numbers. ERA about 4.5, but he does tend to give up some hard contacts. O'Neill Cruz hit a double off of him at 118 miles an hour off the bat earlier this year, and Hamilton's in a groove now where, at the very least, he's going to make you pay for mistakes like an elevated changeup like we saw there.
Here's Rafaela, who popped out on one pitch last time. Swing happy again here. Fouls it off on the first base side. It's felt like about 6 times in 20 and 21 the Red Sox claimed Payamps off waivers, released him, reclaimed him. On one. Pitch to Cedon. Up and in. And it's 1-1. Of course, Hamilton and Rafaela just up from the Red Sox farm system. There are very encouraging signs happening in the month of May down there at really all levels. 1-1 to Cedon, the pitch. Hard ground ball to third, could be a double play to second for 1, over to first, 2. Tough night for Rafael. The Red Sox are down to their last out. The Friday Farm Report brought to you by Kubota. Orange days are here. Check out Kubota's great lineup of zero-turn mowers and sub-compact tractors today in Maine. Visit MB Tractor or Wallingford Equipment in Auburn. David Hamilton has a first career 3-hit game. But he is erased. It's the kind of nugget you get from Joe Weil in real time as Duran takes outside, ball 1. Marcelo Meyer having a huge month of May. Anthony's gotten hot down there too. The 1-0 to Jaron, who has got a 3-hit game tonight. Takes ball 2. 7-2 Brewers, bottom 9, 2 down. Two balls, no strikes. Here it is. That's a strike. Yoelin Cespedes is a great young talent. Down in the Florida Complex lead, Franklin Arias is drawing rave reviews for his tremendous defense and quick hands. And there's one other name that really is super exciting. The 2-1 pitch to Jaron Duran is outside 3-1, and that is Luis Perales, who is a 21-year-old pitcher who is going to make his next start at Double-A and is about the most exciting pitching prospect the Sox have had in a decade. Here's a ground ball to short that should end the game. Throw to first in time, and Duran is gone. 7-2 the final. The Brewers win the opener here at Fenway Park. The 4-game winning streak is over. Too much from the Brew Crew here tonight. Postgame show totals next on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save, because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
At T-Mobile, you can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, switch and keep your phone. We'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey Sox fans, take your game day experience to the next level. Whether a pretzel dog or sandwich, top them with Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox. Pick up Mike's Amazing at Stop & Shop and bring the Fenway experience home. Mike's Amazing. When it's on, it's on.
This is the Nissan Postgame Show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Red Sox fall in the opener to the Milwaukee Brewers. 7-2 was the final. The big boys in the middle of the Brewers ordered Contreras, Yelich, and Adames all factored in to a pretty overpowering win here on the night with the Red Sox. Even though they got 9 hits, just could not string too many rallies together. And the 4-game winning streak comes to a close. Welcome to the Nissan Postgame Show. Will and Tyler back at Fenway. Joe Wild will have you in just a moment. The Brewers get 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors made. They leave 9. The Red Sox 2-9, 1-9. Wilson the winner, and Kutter Crawford falls to 2-3. It's just amazing. He's made 11 starts, Kutter, and the Red Sox have lost 8 of them. And tonight, it took 2 hours and 37 minutes to play in front of 30,992. It can happen, Tyler Murray. Just the breaking stuff for Kutter was not as sharp as it has been. And Tyler O'Neill continues to struggle at the plate. Sox had a couple moments going in spite of big games at the plate from Duran and Hamilton. They just come up well shorter, and they've got to find a way to play better at Fenway Park. They're now 10-14 here.
They got to play better offensively when Crawford's on the mound. Just 2 runs of support for him today. They're averaging under 3.5 runs, and that will drop when he starts. And for the first time all year, you said it, it wasn't Crawford keeping the Red Sox in the game. It was the offense hopefully trying to make up for a bit of a speed bump for Crawford, and all the positive momentum of the 4-game win streak, the 7 runs a game, the .400 batting average with runners in scoring position. That goes in the opposite direction, unfortunately, tonight. You're 1 for 7 hitting with guys in scoring position. And I don't think it was a consistent dominance necessarily from the Brewers' offense. They had 2 3-run innings, and that led them to victory. Yeah, they added on the sac fly in the top of the 9th, but that was academic, as you say, Will. So if you find a way to limit the damage there in the 2 big Milwaukee innings, you're right in this game, but there just wasn't enough juice in the offense tonight for the Red Sox.
Runners in scoring position has been pretty fickle for the Red Sox. It can be throughout the game, but it really has been a predictive stat for this year's edition of the Red Sox, and they just did not get it done. Well, I'm excited to see Pivetta tomorrow, Tyler. He was just awesome in his last start. I think the Red Sox could have easily leaned on him for more innings, but they were way ahead in the game. No need to push it. And look, the Brewers are a good team. The Red Sox have fared so well against the sub-500 teams, not nearly as well against teams with winning records. So they need Pivetta to really kind of play mini stopper tomorrow in terms of that. Try to find a way to beat one of these upper echelon teams.
This is a really interesting stretch coming up for the Red Sox. A lot of games at home. And for Pivetta, I mean, for my money, that might be the best start we've seen all year from a Red Sox pitcher Sunday in St. Louis. Gets 18 of the 19 guys out that he faces. Just that solo home run from Lars Nootbaar. So, yeah, I think Pivetta deserves to be in the conversation for ace of the staff, and I think tomorrow's a pretty big start for him.
6 earned runs by Kutter. The at 410 here here at Fenway Park.
Thanks for being my Fenway Sherpa, Will Fleming. You're the best.
That's it. I'll use those Pro V1s before you know it. 7-2, the Brewers beat the Red Sox here on a Fenway Friday. I will not lose those balls, Doug Lane. Joe Wiles got the Nissan postgame show when we return to Fenway. Thanks to Stan Bruno back in the studio. No real thanks to Doug, but certainly to Joe for all his help here in the booth at Fenway. For Tyler Murray, postgame show is next. We will talk to you tomorrow right here on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event when Dave, the sales guy, asks, want to test drive the Rogue? And I'm like, let's go. We're driving when Dave says, check out the VC turbo engine. I hit the gas and whoosh. I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Dave goes, if you think that's cool, watch this. Dave shows me the miles per gallon and I'm like, whoa, that's pretty impressive fuel economy. Dave mentions, these new cars are going fast. And in that moment, I had to have that Rogue. Crazy, right?
Wait till you hear how I got my Sentra.
Get a low $279 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Shop the Nissan sales event. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. 2024 EPA fuel economy estimates from 28 city, 34 highway to 30 city, 37 highway for 2024 Nissan Rogue. Actual mileage may vary. Well-qualified lessees, 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $43.89 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. N6324.
You're in hot water, mister.
What'd I do?
I told you months ago our utility bills were getting higher because of that old outdated tank water heater.
Maybe it's time we finally switched to a Navien tankless.
Learn about Navien's high-efficiency tankless water heaters, endless hot water, all while helping you save on your energy costs.
Hey, look at this. Our utility bill is lower since we got the Navien tankless water heater.
Who's in hot water now?
We are, all the time.
Learn more at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
The Red Sox 4-game winning streak comes to an end as the Milwaukee Brewers come into Fenway Park and defeat the Red Sox 7-2 on what was otherwise a gorgeous Friday night from Boston. Joe Weil with you here at Fenway Park. You're listening to the Nissan postgame show. Hurry in, epic offers are going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
With the loss, the Red Sox fall to 26-25 overall. They're now 10-14 here at Fenway Park. The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund, and tonight Red Sox pitchers had 6 strikeouts, so that means another $300 to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Toughest outing of the season for Kutter Crawford. He ends up allowing 6 runs, all earned. In 4 1/3 innings, he allows 7 hits and walks 2 while striking out 4. And then Brennan Bernardino, he tossed 2/3 of an inning. It was completed the pitching performance today by the Red Sox from Chase Anderson. He gave them 4 innings. He did allow just 1 run, and he did strike out 2 in the contest. For every double the Red Sox hit, we'll donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association. Brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org and find the right plan for you and your family. And fittingly, the 2 guys that hit doubles today had the best offensive performances along with Dom Smith. But these 2 guys both hit a double today, David Hamilton and Jarren Duran. And nice to see from both those guys because they've been hitting really well recently. Duran now on a 9-game hitting streak. He ends up going 3 for 5 today. And then David Hamilton, he's come on strong
recently. Over his last 8 games, he's 9 for 24. He has his first career 3-hit game tonight. He goes 3 for 4 with an RBI that came in the 4th inning, as the Red Sox at that point fell down 3-1. And in the end, they end up losing by a score of 7-2. But David Hamilton with 3 hits, Jerry Duran with 3 hits, a double apiece for both of them. And that means $100 to the American Diabetes Association. But the Sox fall 7-2 against the Milwaukee Brewers. Again, now 10-14 here at Fenway Park. The beauty of baseball. These two teams right back at it tomorrow. We'll preview tomorrow's game. Coming up next, you're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. Hurry in. Epic offers are going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com. Back with more of the Nissan Postgame Show right after this along the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets: appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
The Milwaukee Brewers beat the Boston Red Sox 7-2 tonight at Fenway Park, so the Sox now just one game above 500 at 26-25. Tough outing for Kutter Crawford. He allows 6 runs in 4 1/3 frames, so he falls to 2-3 now here in 2024. And how about this? He's been so good this year, but the Red Sox now 3-8 in his starts. A lot of previous times, it was because of the lack of offense, and the Sox did not score a ton tonight. Again, only 2 runs, but for Crawford, an outing that has been was unlike him tonight because of how well he's pitched this year. You're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. Hurry in. Epic offers are going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com. Joe Weil with you here at Fenway Park, and it is time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We start our look at scores in the American League East. The Yankees right now are in action at Petco Park against the Padres. First game for Juan Soto back with playing against his former team in the San Diego Padres. Of course, started his career with the Nats, then was with the Padres before being traded to the Yankees in the offseason. Yankees have a 1-0 lead in this one. It's in the bottom of the second inning in that contest. Other scores around the American League East. The Tigers end up beating the Blue Jays by a score of 6-2. Alek Manoah hung up with the loss for the Jays. He ended up allowing 6 runs, 4 earned, and 4 2/3 innings to fall to 1-2. So the Blue Jays, who are dead last in the division, they end up losing again. They had been playing a lot better recently. They had won 4 of their last 5 coming into today's action. But again, they fall 6-2 against the Tigers. Kansas City, an 8-1 winner over the Tampa Bay Rays. So the Rays continue to backslide. They're now at 25-27. Seth Lugo, a guy that was at one point rumored to be a possible guy that the Red Sox could sign in the offseason. Well, he ends up picking up his 8th win of the year. He is the American